Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Chimmel here, the GOAT of ring announcers. And I'd like to welcome everyone to the Three Bells Podcast. I'd also like to say thank you for watching and continue to support this show.
You guys looking for a podcast? Well, this ain't no ordinary podcast. This is the Three Bells Podcast. With Triple J. Yeah! Mundo. What? And Shane O'Mac.
Acknowledge me.
Coming to you live each and every Monday night for Monday Night Raw, Tuesdays with NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown featuring WWE PPVs, news, and more. So tune in live and follow the buzzards. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
What a weekend we've had, huh? What a weekend we've had, huh, New York? What a weekend we've had, huh, WWE Universe? With not one, but 2 big, heavy news that just rocked the entire universe. What's good, everybody? It's me, your homie Shane O'Mac.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Here comes the money.
Shane O'Mac come to you live from Houston, your section of the Three Bells Podcast table. We're going to talk a lot, and it's not going to be just me. I have my homies here. We have Mundo, a.k.a. CEO, as well as our Tri-State Mania champion, Logan. Fellas, what's good? What's going on? How are you?
Say his name and he appears.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? You know what time it is.
Yeah. Drop it. Welcome, everyone, to the Three Bells Podcast. What's going on? It's your boy Mundo, a.k.a. himself. Happy Monday. Happy Money in the Bank week as we are watching Michael Cole strip right now. One. What's going on? What's up?
Oh, he got that face to shut on.
No.
I want to see that shit, but
Oh, man. One, how does that make you feel? Look at this.
Welcome to Tri-State Mania.
you know how that made me feel. He need to take that shit off instantly. But yo,
It
what
was a
up,
bet.
everybody?
He lost the bet, man.
God damn it. But yo, what's up, everyone? How's everyone doing? Happy Monday. It's Monday Night Raw on Netflix Day. We got a lot to talk about, like Shane O'Mac said, man. So just tune in, come hang out with us, and enjoy yourself for tonight's show.
Well, it seems like everyone is ready. Mundo, you're ready. I'm trying to get Jay here ready. Juan is ready. So let's do it. Let's get it, for this is the Three Bells Podcast, everybody. You have to excuse me if I seem a little down or weird, but I'm just like tired and at the same time sad. So, and we're going to talk about all of that. Meanwhile, everybody, let's say hello because he's here. Triple J is in the house. What's going on, Triple J? How are you?
Oh, man.
Hello, Triple J.
He said, "Oh man," for Triple J. Oh man.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, there he is. Hey, Triple J.
Yeah, it's your boy, Main Event Triple J. Now live on YouTube. Hey, everybody, how y'all doing? Told y'all Pacers in 6.
Well, technically,
He did.
Shane, can you do me a solid, my brother?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can you just pause for like 5 seconds for me? Ready and pause.
Pausa.
Alrighty, and ready and go. Thank you.
You're welcome. So I literally get pauses every Monday at the start of the show. So pauses after this is not pause, right?
No, not that. We didn't say no Diddy.
Just canceled.
We got CM Punk in the middle of the ring.
Delete.
I got you. Hold on. In Oklahoma.
It's summertime. It's money in the bank time. And what's that in the distance? Well, I hear a little bit of thunder.
Ooh.
Oh, OKC.
I think we might be on pace to get a little bit of a thunderstorm here, ladies and gentlemen.
That is the home of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
That kind of in Indiana.
Just a friendly reminder, if the finals are on, make sure you're watching either Monday Night Raw and or SmackDown. Thank you very much.
Good plug. Good plug.
So it's summertime. It's the summer of Punk time. Money in the Bank is right around the corner. Stop me if you've heard this. You're looking at a two-time Money in the Bank ladder match winner. 2 times I successfully cashed in that briefcase or contract or whatever you want to call it, and I'm looking very forward to doing it for the 3rd time.
No. Not a third
because
time.
it's the summer of Punk, ladies and gentlemen, and it is time that CM Punk got some gold.
Oh, the light went out.
The light went out. The light went out.
And there's even a longer list of challengers, and right now, people are on top of the
Thought somebody was going to come out and interfere.
Goes by the name of Jey Uso.
Oh, snap.
I don't want to see that.
Respectfully, when I win the briefcase, and it's me and you, brother, it's not personal, it's just business. The second name that is on top of that mountain may be a little bit personal. His name is John Cena.
Yeah. That's the goop.
This company coming to places just like this, hearing everybody go absolutely banana for John Cena, and now the tables have turned.
Oh, there's bananas there.
Because he sold his soul to a
bananas and pajamas.
Ooh, he heard what he just called The Rock.
When I win Money in the Bank, if I so choose, John Cena, I've always had your number. I'm gonna come pick the bones, you little bitch.
Oh. Well, okay then.
Because we are live. It is Monday night, and ladies and gentlemen, I am no longer just happy to be here. Yes, it still is all about the money, but it is time CM Punk became
Somebody's
champion
coming out.
one more time.
Who it is?
Who's that freaking
qualify tonight.
Burn it down.
I got him qualifying tonight too.
Oh, Sammy. He always comes out at the wrong time. Anyway, let's head in with the chat. Brian says, Christopher says he turned 37 today, ladies and gentlemen. Happy birthday to you, Chris.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Right.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Brian's in the house. He says, 3 bells. What's good? L, the tri-state champ. Mundo, the CEO. And my dude, Monday Night Shane Mack. With no O. Okay, let's go. Our truth is going to be missed. Yes, he will be. And then he says, Trip J. Ted People's champ is her.
Hey, Brian. What's going on?
We also have the first lady in the building, Sylvie. Hey, Sylvie. Seafood Sunday. What's good, my chat family?
Hey.
Play her theme song.
Big Mama's house in the house.
What's
Hey,
good, my
Sylvie.
3 bells bros? First lady is in the building. Happy Money in the Bank week. Let's get it and have an awesome night.
Thank you.
And also, it is Worlds Collide week as well.
Right.
NXT WWE AAA presentation. It's going to be crazy.
Not mad about it, though. All right.
Busy.
And Universal was in the building as well.
Oh, he said a lot before we started. Thank you, Universal.
Yes, sir. Sammy.
I appreciate that, too. Thank you very much. Punk, I got to be honest. The reason I'm out here is because this is really the first time since you've been back that I have heard you speak so clearly in no uncertain terms about what your plan is, and that is to become world champion.
Or WWE
It's
champion.
time. Well, it's no secret that I, too, have my ambitions to become world champion. But unfortunately for me, Punk,
Everybody?
Money in the Bank, that's not the path for me. Thanks to Paul Heyman, thanks to Seth Rollins, thanks to Bronson Reed, thanks to Braun Breaker, that's not in the cards for me. But it is for you, okay? I came out here to look you in the eyes, to tell you, to underscore, to really highlight the importance and tell you that, Punk, tonight, you must win.
Here, echo.
Oh, you're behind like
Tonight is more must win
second.
than it's ever been. And I hear you talking about John Cena, and you're talking about Jey Uso, you're talking about Gunther, you're talking about all these other people, but I know you, and I know in the back of your head, you're probably thinking about Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins and what they did to you, what they did to us. But I'm telling you right now, you need to not think about any of that. Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, Jey Uso, and I will deal with them tonight. Okay, but I got your back. I got your back. Hey, I don't need any of that right now. What I need you to do is to think about the task at hand. Because Seth Rollins, I know you're thinking about him, and trust me, he's always thinking about you.
Oh, I know that. Seth has never beat me, ever.
That's right. And that is why you need to be in the Money in the Bank match, because with you in that match, it changes the match. I'm telling you, Punk, listen to me, I'm telling you. If Seth Rollins wins that briefcase, if he wins the contract, this place, it's over, okay? It's over. It turns into something very different. It turns into something unrecognizable. It's going to turn into something that you and I will not like. So I am telling you now,
It's like Roman Reigns'
I
bloodline.
need you to win tonight. We all need you to win tonight.
Are we seeing a new, different form of a bloodline
Of course.
faction? Is it
Just-
time?
It's just another faction,
Yeah, just another
but
faction.
with a worse leader, because that leader created the tribal chief. So Seth was probably 10 times as
For
bad.
whatever it's worth, I want you to win tonight. But I also want you to know that should you win, and should you win the Money in the Bank contract, and should you win the World Championship, you and me will be face to face in this ring again. And we will have a very different conversation than the one we're having right now.
Of course.
My Royal Rumble winner.
That would be a really good match, I think.
This
I look
year,
forward to it, Sammy.
I think so.
it would be interesting.
That's my Royal Rumble winner, guys.
So Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, Batman and Joker. You created me. No, you created me.
I know I said I see Seth Rollins winning, but I don't see him winning for the simple fact that I think Roman Reigns is going to appear at Money in the Bank. And of course, Punk and Seth Rollins to both lose.
And Solo.
Well, I mean, he ain't worrying about Solo. Ain't nobody worrying about Solo.
Okay, look at Michael showing his guns, because you know he works out, you know.
See, LA Knight is going to win the briefcase.
Yeah, apparently he works out, so. All right, so let's just get to the nitty-gritty here. Let's just, as they're showing the ladies from last week, Raquel and Roxanne, how they were bickering back and forth during the Liv and Kairi Sane match. Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Mundo, Luan, Jay, Chad, Mundo. You know what? I'll give you the honors, and after this promo, we'll talk about it.
We'll head to Mundo's News Corner.
Help in your match tonight. You know what? But you are interrupting, and if you plan on sabotaging another one of my matches tonight, think again. If you want to help me, stay out of my way. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Bye, sister. Cheers. Good luck. Go get him. You know I will. You again. Yay. I just wanted to let you know that Kyrie got lucky last week. I'm going to be 2-time Money in the Bank winner and cash in to win back the Women's World Championship.
すごい自信だね。
What you say, Jay?
Not gonna happen.
Not going to happen.
Okay, Luan. Pretty good there with the translation. Okay. All right, so we have the intro. So, Mundo.
Yes, as I was going to say, the world woke up, was that Saturday morning?
Sunday morning.
Yesterday.
Saturday, we went to bed.
Right.
We went to bed.
We
went to bed.
Yeah.
Well, some of us went to bed sad. Saturday night.
That was some great content right there, by the way. It got us kicked off of YouTube, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
Damn.
But then we're talking about Sunday, waking up.
Sunday, we all woke up to the news from one and only Mr. Ron Killings, a.k.a. R-Truth, letting us all know that he was released by World Wrestling Entertainment. Apparently, his contract was coming up shortly. They didn't want to re-sign him to that same contract. Obviously, the money probably wasn't what they wanted to spend on someone who's not really a major player, but, you know, just a sentimental favorite. And I'm assuming he didn't want to take a budget cut. So they agreed. Well, Triple H and company, they said goodbye. And so that was the end of R-Truth. Then we later on found out that what's his name? Carlito. He also has a contract expiring very soon. And basically they just let him know that we're not going to re-sign you either. So I don't know if we see him tonight or not with the Judgment Day, but it's impending that he will be released soon. Then we find out today, Shane, fellas, that a number of superstars has removed World Wrestling Entertainment related stuff from their Twitter, X accounts, unfollowed the WWE as well. People like Gunther, people like The Miz, because apparently The Miz also has a contract expiring sometime this year as well. And it's speculated that they might not be re-signing him either. Gunther, on the other hand, I swear, didn't he just re-sign with the company recently? But I don't know. That was kind of weird as well. And then we found out that, what do you call it? Eric from War Raiders, his wife was released as well from WWE this weekend. And she had a heartfelt letter that she put out there. And I quote, it says, "I come to you with tears in my eyes because our time has come to a sudden end. WWE informed me yesterday that they are letting my contract expire. To be completely honest, my ego can't help but be damaged. You always assume that when you end a lifelong career, there is going to be a grand exit. But here I am using the Notes app on my phone, typing up a goodbye letter to an entity that will forget I was even there. I truly take no offense to this. My career as it was is getting usurped by my vocation, and it's all on a divine timeline that I trust deeply. I'll definitely miss you, but know I'll be taken care of by my wonderful husband, by the land you provided for me, and alongside the children I've made along the way. I'm going to take off the weight of being a superstar and let myself soar being just Sarah. She's been growing on me, and it's time I let her fully cultivate. I love all the people you've brought into my life, but my social media page won't be about you anymore. It will share only the parts of me that I wish and none that will be wrestling. I'm more of a clean break kind of girl, and the other calls to me will be taking my full attention. With all my love, Sarah. And this also started out by her saying Dear Wrestling. So it's like what Kobe did with Dear Basketball. It's Dear Wrestling. So yeah, that was a lot to digest. Again, I don't know what's going on with the whole Gunther situation. A lot of people are speculating that these wrestlers are possibly looking at a strike or something of that nature, because as we all seen, a lot of wrestlers were devastated by this across all companies and sent a lot of well wishes. I've seen it from Mello, Rhea Ripley, JD McDonough, just to name a few. Obviously, The Miz.
Ricochet said something.
Yeah, Ricochet was like, that's WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I find out in great fashion. I found out not too long ago, a few hours ago, that Ron Killings has started an OnlyFans. And on the dashboard, it says, "Welcome to my new Twitter blog." I mean, not only allow fans, but I am considering haters too, Mark Henry. Feet pics in 30 days and maybe Big Jimmy. Twitter, that's OnlyFans. But okay, this guy's still hilarious. But yeah.
And you know, the weird angle from Carlito, because you know we heard about R-Truth Sunday, and then after hearing that, we were celebrating that Carlito got permission to go to another circuit, WWC. He performed, and he actually won the WWC Puerto Rico Championship. He's a championship. And it was advertised that Judgment Day has a fourth champion coming to the faction. We're celebrating that, and then here it is today. They're saying that Carlito has been released. Or rather, he says that his contract is ending in 2 weeks.
Right. It's if he was a smart man, you just take the gamble and take a pay cut. I would rather take a pay cut than not have a pay check at all.
Who, Carlito?
Yeah.
Carlito's he's good. He's going back to Puerto Rico as a champion for apparently WWC is part owned by his pops. So he's good. Carlito's good.
Yeah, he's good.
All right.
Yeah.
One more thing on this topic of R-Truth. The coach had these words to say.
Of course.
I hope they start listening. As a matter of fact, WrestleMania had something to say, and then he responded to them. First, they said, business is business, but I feel that ever since TKO have taken over WWE, they're slowly sucking the life out of WWE and hell-bent on making a profit at any chance they can. Slowly but surely, they will make WWE into a soulless shell of what it used to be. And as this match is getting ready to start, Coach says, I hope they start listening, because it's no longer just a few people saying this. It can't always be about every dollar you can make. The R-Truth situation, I know there are other factors in play, but if you get rid of a great locker room guy who is universally loved by everyone, sometimes it's worth keeping them. House shows also used to save guys like Truth, but now those don't exist. So if you aren't a TV performer, you better watch out. Sad day for wrestling fans who love to laugh.
I understand.
Yeah, this is one cut that really affected a lot of people. Excuse me. Is this a qualifier?
Yes.
Yes. Match number one, everybody.
With the win. That's my
So,
winner.
Yes.
Mine's
match
too.
number one, as Shane said, we have Stephanie Vaquer. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Well, the audience is doing it, though. They were doing it.
Yeah, they know about it.
Yeah, so it's Stephanie versus Ivy now versus Liv Morgan.
Oh, she's going to do it again.
Do it again. Here we go.
She doesn't have Booker to point at.
Oh, why you had to be a hater, Liz?
Maybe she'll point at Pat. Like when she hear what Pat says.
Yeah, he said "I" this time. Aye.
Mundo, are you okay over there? It seems like you have a weak signal. The signal's going like in and out. You good now?
She's going in and out.
Yeah, your
Like in and out.
not your volume, but your, I guess your internet Wi-Fi.
Oh shit, I'm not on the Wi-Fi. My bad.
Oh, you.
Nah, 'cause I turn that off at work because my phone just be locking into old random Wi-Fi's throughout the city. You know, while I travel back and forth.
Like Liv Morgan is going corner to corner.
And now, what a kick! Word. Uh-oh.
They all doing a lot of running.
Oh, reverse.
Big elbow caught Ivy in the nose.
Definitely looks good on the Raw.
She does.
That she was going to go here. Looked way better on Raw.
Uh-oh. Look at this. Oh, a double German suplex by Ivy. Nice. That muscle.
This is Vacure's official first match as a Raw superstar.
Singles match, correct.
Yep.
Cool. I had because someone else said Vince Russo.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
It's evident TKO is going to start cutting talent who has been there for years, with their salaries increasing over time. That's what WWE NXT Factory is for. Make them cheaper. Run them through the system and then go to the next one while keeping your cost down. All designed to increase bottom line and profit margin, says Vince Russo.
That sounds like a regular business. That sounds like where I work at. They get rid of all the older people, top pay people, and bring in all these new folks that's starting at the bottom. Cheaper.
Have to.
Of course. I mean, again, at the end of the day, it is a business, and it's all about making money. And part of making money is to cut the fat that is not needed moving forward. So,
do you think that's the reason why we've seen so many call-ups the past couple of weeks?
Well, I think so. If you're gonna keep getting these call-ups and bringing these people to the main roster, eventually somebody's gonna have to go. That's just the way it is.
Whoa, Mundo, you might want to reset, Mundo.
You
can go chasing waterfalls.
like one of them New York City cameras.
Right, checking the traffic, right?
Right. But eventually somebody's gonna have to go. R-Truth is between 52 or 53 years old. He's not performing 53. All the time. 53. He's only doing these 5-minute matches. And I understand it sucks. I'm a fan of R-Truth. I've been a fan since him wrestling during the Attitude Era, since he was known as K-Quick, when he was tag teaming with Road Dogg. But
get rowdy.
What I gotta say is he just had to go. It's just he's not wrestling as much. He's doing 5-minute matches. I mean, what else can you do? How are you going to be able to sign people like Stephanie Vaquer, Jada, Jordan Grace, Julia? People are saying that Ricky Starks might be getting called up. How are you going to be able to sign these guys when you got people like R-Truth or Carlito that are not doing nothing, how you gonna be able to sign them and pay these new guys that everybody's going for? You got to take either this one or that one. You got to pick. It sucks, but that's just the way it is. Hopefully, R-Truth gets a Legends deal. I can see it happening. Him getting a Legends deal. What he does, he'll just be on Raw. He doesn't have to wrestle as much, like maybe like Lita, Trish Stratus, all these guys that are legends. Undertaker, they got legend deals. They make appearances on shows.
Right.
Sometimes they wrestle.
What I was gonna say is though, y'all don't find this all weird that from that moment that we had that conversation about TKO, that all of this is happening, like everybody's just screaming it louder and louder and louder, like it's so crazy, but yet they still don't care because we're the internet. They don't give two shits about us.
Right, because they're still gonna make money. They're still gonna make money.
Showing up.
I want to answer this question, or I want to respond to what Brian said. What's up, Brian? He goes, each has their own reason why they got let go, and you got to keep it moving. But I would love to have seen R-Truth kept on, as announcer or color commentator. I agree with you somewhat, Brian, but you got to understand that, and everybody is saying it, like, when was the last time somebody got let go or fired that had this much of an impact?
Right.
When he first posted this, we thought that it was, well, you're talking about Bray Wyatt when he left, or Bray Wyatt because he passed away?
Bray Wyatt when he got released by Vince McMahon.
Okay. It wasn't this big, though. This tops that.
No. Yeah. Oh.
We have a pen.
2.
Ooh.
Around 2 o'clock, his original post, which everybody thought was a joke because he did it on June 1st, and we was like, oh, he's probably joking, thinking that it's April 1st, April Fool's. It has reached over 20 million views, 19,000 likes, 42,000 reposts, 261,000 likes, and over 11,000 bookmarks. And this is only R-Truth. So.
Oh!
Shit.
Cover! Look at a pin, both women here, and a kick out. Wow, what a win that would have been.
There ain't too many superstars like Truth that touch more people on a personal level than any other superstar, which is why this news is like really, really heavy.
Since the Attitude Era, Shane.
Yeah.
He was the last one remaining.
I mean, like I said, what can you do though?
Oh snap!
You gotta bring in a new talent. I'm pretty sure Triple H has a budget he has to keep.
Sure.
It's over. It's over. Nope.
Louis in the house.
Give him a Legends deal.
Oh, Code Breaker.
What's good, Louis?
That's what I would do. Give him a Legends deal.
Oblivion.
Mundo, Louis asks, can you blame The Rock for this too?
Oh, Ivy Nas steals.
Oblivion Liv thought she had it, but Ivy Nile wouldn't allow it to happen.
I don't know if The Rock's to blame.
I don't think he is to blame for it either.
He has nothing to do with that. That stuff is coming from the CFO and stuff like that, Chief Financial Officers. The Rock is just the chairman of the board. Oh, that is it.
Over.
Stephanie got it. 1, 2, 3.
Over. My winner.
We all knew this.
Good debut.
All of them debuted with wins so far.
Got to bring in a new talent. She's fresh. She's young. You could pay her cheaper.
She's a woman. She already gets paid cheaper.
Yeah. Damn.
Ain't gotta pay more for.
Right, I'm not lying.
But for
It's
her,
America.
They gotta pay
but for
more.
her, you figure it's a raise for her coming from where she came from.
Right.
Sure.
It is.
So she
Shit,
good.
yeah.
She good either way.
Get distracted, and Stephanie McGarrett would greet her. The S
There's only one way, but up.
and punch her ticket.
But
So,
Money in the bank.
how many women they got rid of so far, and how many they brought up since they got rid of those women? Is it
I'm pretty
even
sure it's
more?
going to be more.
Here goes the 6.
Here we go. We got Naomi, Julia,
And most of them
Roxy,
are new.
Rhea,
New.
Alexa, and Stephanie.
I like this. You got 3 new and 3 old school, basically.
Shit, this should be actually a good match.
Damn. I don't know who to go.
Naomi, she's the legend. If you're gonna,
Yeah, the legend. Yeah,
she's the
good
legend.
words.
Yeah.
The phenomenal.
Speaking of legends,
Chorus?
Paul Heyman.
Oh, he's in the qualifying match against CM Punk.
What can I do for you, Paul?
Paul.
What can you do for me?
And
You can
Grande.
accept my most profound wishes for a happy birthday, AJ Styles.
Feliz
In
cumpleaños.
fact, I brought you a gift.
AJ and Chris.
It has intrinsic value. It's not a watch or clothes or anything you want on this planet.
Slow
Probably
button.
an ass
But
beating.
information is currency, and information is wisdom, and I have the wisdom to bestow upon you. We all see Dominic Mysterio as the Intercontinental Champion, and running around with his dirty Sanchez mustache and making a disgrace of that championship. That title needs a phenomenal champion like you. But Money in the Bank, you have to climb a ladder, you have to retrieve a briefcase, and inside the briefcase is a contract, and that contract can be cashed in when a champion is in trouble, and you always have to be prepared 24/7. Schlep that briefcase down with you, bring a referee with you. It's way too much. Tonight it's you versus CM Punk versus Grande Americano, and despite the fact what a great match it is, forget the Money in the Bank. Concentrate on Dominic Mysterio and the Intercontinental title, and leave Money in the Bank
to Seth Rollins.
to Seth freaking Rollins.
This feels so weird. They're the bad guys, but you don't want to boo them.
Paul, are you tired? Tired of
It's an ass.
Yeah, I mean, chasing that meal ticket, right? That's, you look exhausted. I bet you thought this conversation was going to end with me buying what you're selling, right? Don't worry about Dirty Dom. I'll get back to him and the IC title. But Paul, you have known me long enough to know that I don't respond well to threats. And I know you very well and very long, and I know that's exactly what that was. So I don't care if it's you, the Judgment Day, the Bloodline, John Cena. You try to push me out, and I will push back. So I got some advice for you. Why don't you go back and you tell Seth Rollins, I know all about his plan. But you know that old saying, right? Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
You can take that, Paul Heyman. Thank you, Brian.
You were warned. Some people on the internet are pissed off that I don't know how they put it together, but they said R-Truth got let go, but Chad Gable gets 2 chances at Money in the Bank. But I'm like, how? Chad was in 1 match, and that's it.
That's it.
I don't understand where they get a second match for him from.
Oh, yeah, confusing Chad Gable with El Americano?
I guess they are, but they're 2 different people. I don't understand that. Like, how many times do we have to say it? It's not Chad Gable.
That guy's got to stop with the R-Truth and saying, "Oh, why Omos is still signed and all that." Omos is younger than R-Truth. I mean, yeah, I understand, but R-Truth is a little older.
No, I was just about to say, Natty once again gets to skate on by.
I mean, she's gonna be going too, bro, soon.
She better be going soon.
I see it. I see your boy too. I don't see them renewing his contract either.
But she does more than just wrestle.
I'm just saying, Coach made a point. Now that they don't have the live events like that anymore, those people don't really they're just taking up spots and money. Right. They're not performing, they're just sitting and catering. That's dangerous. That's scary. That must be really scary to be a WWE superstar at this point.
And just sitting there not doing nothing.
And don't know, like, damn. Because remember what Maven said, whether you perform. Remember what Maven said, whether you perform or not, you still get the same check. Only difference is royalties, like if you sell merchandise. But other than that, you get the same check, whether your ass is out there for wrestling or not.
And that Ron Cena merch was selling.
I looked online and that shirt, that Ron Cena shirt, is nowhere to be found.
I guess I'm gonna have to
nowhere to be found.
We should have TikTok shop.
we should have grabbed him when we first saw it.
We didn't think that this man would be let go a week later.
Yeah,
like everybody, like he literally just not main evented, but we just went against John Cena in that main event. But I seen a video where it appeared that they were saying goodbye to each other after that backstage.
Oh, you mean that footage of him walking towards the back and it's like a row of people and he's high-fiving everybody?
No, John Cena and R-Truth were backstage talking and hugging after the match.
No, but I don't think he'd have known then, right? Because he would have told us then. He didn't know Friday. He competed on Friday. Remember, he went against Solo's son.
No, but I'm pretty sure he knew that his contract was coming up, and they probably were trying to figure out what to do, and then they probably pulled the trigger Saturday,
yeah,
and then called him on Sunday. But real quick, last thing about R-Truth, I just want to go over his stats here in the WWE. He's a 2-time hardcore champion, a 2-time United States champion, season 2 mixed match challenge winner, a 53-time WWE 24/7 champion, a record, 2-time tag team champion. Who is this? Cesaro or Rusev?
No, another Rusev. Yeah, you can keep talking.
Cesaro.
I don't care.
My bad. 2008 Best Musical Performance Slammy Award. 2015 LOL Moment of the Year Slammy Award. And from 2008 to 2025, 17 years in the WWE. That's R-Truth, ladies and gentlemen.
That's pretty impressive, I guess. I mean, technically speaking, with the 24/7 title, as it's not a top tier belt, but it's still a title that you fought for, right?
Never even mentioned that belt.
You have to, because that was the new hardcore title.
That belt was boring as fuck. Sorry,
but it was still a title that you add into your resume.
Right, it was entertaining. All the fighting was. There would be a match going on in the middle of the ring, and then here come these motherfuckers running from the back around the ring, and then you see the other ones get a count. Yeah,
I don't.
When Truth had it. Truth and Tozawa when they had it.
Yeah.
Look, speaking of the devil,
he might be out of here too soon.
Alpha Babes.
Something special, pure and real.
I don't see Cesaro staying long either.
And Natty, Maxine, the sooner you both realize that,
another
tag team in your own right, the better. Because you guys have got something that not many people have here in the WWE.
Maxine Dupree is beautiful, but
I really
she's
appreciate
really
that.
not getting no TV time as much
Maxine
in the ring.
has impressed me a lot lately.
God,
Natty.
Cheers, fella.
Thank you. You're doing great too. Okay.
Louis asks, she has an OnlyFans, right? I don't think
just
so.
heard from Rusev and was
No, her
curious what
sister.
made you get involved last week.
Right.
Maddie's sister.
Jay knows.
No, Kathy, me and Rusev go way back. He was a groomsman at my wedding.
Cut the
There's only so long I can stand back and watch his so-called friend and do nothing. His WWE career imploded because of his own bad decisions.
Oh.
And his career outside of WWE, well, it lasted about as long as Rusev Day. 24 hours. Me? I've been putting on banger after banger, week after week. And now that he's back, we're all supposed to have amnesia? Watch them pick on guys half his size? Trying to make his name back or build his name back the cowardly way? Nah. Someone needs to put manners on him before he goes too far, and that someone is me.
Next week.
So right now, here's a message from the Celtic Warrior to me old friend Rusev. I bully bullies.
That's cool for a shirt.
Well, I would pay to
I bully bullies, Lawan.
Yeah, Brian. Okay, we saw the same video. Embracing him, yeah. 53 times. First off, Louis, where the hell you been at, bro? How you been? Good, bro. Hope everything is well with you.
Louis.
He said 53 times is wild, yo. That is hilarious. And
AEW does not need to get him either. BD Sports.
Brian says, Shane, hit the 10-bell salute for R-Truth, bro. Moment of silence.
I mean, I don't have 10, but we got three. Three in a crowd. And 3 more.
Six.
That's 6.
9.
That's 9.
12.
12. 1 and 2 extra because it's all truth.
Right. Because you thought that was 10, but it was 12, right? BD Sports says that R-Truth thing is messed up. AEW will get him now. And he also says the Hurt Syndicate could use some comedy. I don't think R-Truth will go to AEW. He's a WWE lifer. He already got an OnlyFans going. He got a album still to promote. You know, he was a creative dude outside of the ring. He had other things going for him. So I think he'll be fine. And
what would AEW do with R-Truth, BD?
They wouldn't know.
53
I
years
wouldn't.
old.
I wouldn't be too surprised if he ends it where he started.
TNA.
Yeah.
I mean, it's owned by. It's kind of owned by WWE.
It's not owned, but they have a partnership.
There goes the pay cut.
So
just go there.
And Louis, work life been good to be back chilling with y'all. Well, yes, it's good to have you back, bro. Hope all is well. Yeah, right, Louis. Let's shout out to the Knicks one last time, right? I told y'all this would be a regular show today. What time the Garden open up tonight?
BD
Easy in
Sports.
Brooklyn.
What's going on, BD Sports? How are you? Hope all is well. Hope you had a good weekend.
Right.
Hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, look at L's face. He's tight.
Hey, Louis, you wanna see even more tight faces courtesy of Lawan? Check out Saturday's show. Towards the end of Saturday's show.
How?
You're going to love it. I edited it and it's back up. It went back up.
Jay, me and Shane had a whole meeting after that, after you told me what was happening. And because I was watching the show when you said you couldn't watch it. I'm like, how's that possible? I'm watching the show.
Shout out to Sylvie. She let me know.
Right. And then I hit Shane up. I was like, Shane, you up still?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, what was up? And he was telling me, and I said, I bet because of the song, right?
Right, because I was going to do it off of my phone, but I'm like, damn, it's not allowing me to do what I need to. That's why I hit you up.
Yeah, we played it too long.
Oh.
So they took the whole video down. And I thought I was able to, because the way they laid it out with the options, I thought that I can take the song and replace it with another song that they provided. But they covered our voices along with the music. So so we was like, it's just best to just cut that whole part off.
Right.
And just
we already got because of you, Logan, we already got the content for it. So it's okay because it's been shared.
Right.
I sent that to every single Knick fan that I knew. Saturday night. I didn't care what time it was. I sent it to everybody. Like, yeah.
L went viral.
Right. And
with that face right there.
And Lawan, please, you don't have to worry about the footage being gone forever because I saved the original before I edited it. So
That's good. Cool. I don't appreciate y'all guys picking on me during that moment. You got Mundo talking.
I gave a eulogy.
It was Triple J. He in there giggling.
But what did I didn't say anything wrong.
And then Shane O'Mac. I know, Loa, I know.
That was hilarious. That was funny as hell. But I didn't do anything wrong. I literally gave y'all flowers for a great season. I said, great job. You kept the city running for, almost into June. It was literally off by 2 hours.
Oh, I had everybody laughing on Instagram.
Yeah, I said, have a good summer and, get them next year.
You made a lot of money. New York made a lot of money. They would have even more money if they just hung in there for one more. But that game, they should have played better than that. If you're going to go out, at least go out with a bang, not a, because that game was nasty. It was a nasty one.
I would say they improved from last year, though. They definitely improved from last year.
Yeah, because they were healthy. No, they were healthy. That's the difference between last year and this year. They were healthy.
And they ran into the same team.
Yeah.
That Michael Cole is sporting right now.
All right. Indiana's going to lose in 5 games.
Louis, I blame Brunson for that loss on Saturday, not Cat. Brunson's plus minus was atrocious compared to Cat.
Everybody for that.
His shooting was terrible. Those terrible turnovers, bro.
Horrible.
Oh, look, Shane, it's another match.
This is match number 2, everybody. I'm not even a basketball fan and knew that was bad.
Yeah.
No, we do not want Durant, Brian.
This is a tag team match. The War Raiders versus the Judgment Day. See, Warren? We got the Judgment Day back into the tag team division.
That's fine. We're just paying attention to Brian's thing, talking about get Durant. No, we're going to give up too much for him.
Have the best eyebrows on television right now. Not might.
But LaJuan, did you see? Remember, we was watching the MVP. People are actually laughing at what's his name, Hellebrick, because he was setting himself up to walk up and get it.
Yeah,
when
we were watching that.
Yeah, and then when they said, yeah, we was on air when they did it, but I didn't recognize that Hellebrick was doing all of that because they showed the wide shot and they announced the MVP. They showed Homeboy. He was like. He was shot.
That was my face too, because I had Hallie as the
I didn't.
MVP also.
You don't deserve to get MVP if you score 9 points on game 6. If you're our number 1 option, no.
Is he the number 1 option?
Of course, he's the number 1 option.
I thought he was just like the point guard.
He's the number 1 option on that squad.
But what was the guy named?
Pascal
Siakam. He definitely deserved that.
He was murdered the Knicks. Every shot he put up was swish.
He killed us.
Even in games that the Knicks won, he was still getting 15 or better.
They couldn't stop him.
Couldn't stop him.
And then every other game he had 30.
Right, he could stretch the floor. I mean, he had 15 in game 6, but that's more than this guy that said it was the number 1 option.
Make this stuff up. We are students of the game and we observe everything. We see everything.
Look at that.
People don't watch
He touched that desk again.
Right, this is the same team that you got hurt with.
Okay.
Look at that prime bottle. That's actually cool. That's nice
this
design.
match feels so slow.
What kind is it?
Oh boy, look at this shit. Big motherfucker.
Check JD's midsection because he heard it last time. And Ibar's probably
So Eric, he's dedicating this match to his wife.
He's still Xavier.
That's not funny at all. He embarrassed you. They were embarrassed by the War Raiders.
You're
How are they getting kicked out when they were just in commentary?
They was about to.
They didn't know. You can't judge nobody off something they about to do if they didn't do it. Actually,
Right.
The ref already caught it.
Well, some more officials coming down here to make sure.
See, they said the referees suck. Referees suck.
Dude, they sucks. Hey, Lawan, did you see the footage of Kofi getting a shape up?
No, I didn't.
He said, "Let's get it right."
And all I thought of was,
What you don't know?
Because he had his face like
he had the mean face. So yeah,
he had the mean face
like he telling you how he looked like.
And he was getting the cut there. Like,
yo,
like
you two
Jerome
over
in the
there,
house.
y'all be playing so much.
Mm-hmm.
Got that Jerome in the house face.
Right.
Jay, Louis says those 5 first-round picks could have gotten Giannis, but they used it for Bridges. LOL.
I'm glad they got Bridges.
You sure?
I don't want Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's a one-dimensional player.
What?
What?
He would be better than everybody on your team.
One-dimensional, and he makes the All-NBA defensive team?
Bro,
he
can't stretch the floor.
He shoots threes.
He cannot shoot threes,
plays defense.
Giannis cannot shoot
and when he
threes.
needs to, he could get
In the
6-7
paint.
assists a night.
He could get in the paint with the Knicks
Can't shoot free throws either.
The Bridges
He'll drop 30 and 10 every night.
That's fine, bro, but it's too much to give away for him,
And
bro.
plays defense. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Matching salaries. What do you look at the AD Luka deal? Matching salaries.
Jay, at this point, they don't have nothing anyway. They don't have anything to give.
Too much to give up now, bro.
Cat's contract is easy to give
They
up.
gave it to us.
Cat. Goodbye.
They're not gonna take Cat.
We got to give away Cat. We're either gonna have to give away Hart or Bridges,
Yeah.
and a couple of picks.
I don't think any picks will be involved in it. Unless there's a third team in the deal.
That too.
A la Brooklyn.
Don't put us in it. What the hell are you gonna put us in that for? Well,
So we could get picks.
Why the hell would they
right
trade
back,
for the Knicks again? Don't put that on us. No way, no how.
This guy left. He didn't want to hear Knicks talk.
I guess so. He ran real fast.
Mm-hmm.
He ran super fast.
Damn Knicks fans run.
Oh, we do play tonight. Okay.
Jay, you know I can hear you, man.
Yeah,
we play at
I'll
10:10.
I'll
So
talk
we
my shit
good.
when I come back.
What network is this? It says MLB. Oh, MLB Network. Okay. Oh, so by the time we get off the air, the Mets game will just be started. Nice.
Woohoo!
And we play the Dodgers. Okay.
Damn, we
That's
played
why
them
they're in
too a
LA.
couple of weeks
Okay.
ago.
Can I just say one thing real quick about the Mets?
Absolutely.
Triple J.
Yeah.
The Mets have moved up in the power rankings from number 6 to number 5. And they roll. It takes about 30 seconds, maybe less, after turning on the Mets game to get a sense of just how exciting it is to be at Citi Field this year. That building and the noise the fans make create an environment that's entirely unique in MLB right now. It's no wonder then that the Mets have been so successful at home this year. They've started the season 23-7 in Queens, tied for the best start ever at home, tied with the 1986 Mets. Hey, how'd that season turn out for the team?
We won
That was a championship, yeah.
That was only 6. Oh.
I wasn't born yet.
You was being thought of.
No, I wasn't. My brother was. He was just a year old, so they weren't thinking about me.
Never the biggest person in the ring, but says he has the biggest.
We're back live with this tag team match.
Nice try, though, Jay.
Right.
I know.
Did the cameraman almost fall?
The camera almost fell.
I thought it was bugging him. Like, that was a little wild.
He fell again.
Oh, man.
Damn.
He held onto the ropes.
J.D. McDonough was getting
He's
upset
holding
that
on
his
tight.
best wasn't knocking Ivar down. Now he got taken advantage of. And now J.D. McDonough is flat on his back.
Well, he said 70 what?
Ivar needs a tag.
Talking to Jay, he spoke the year.
Tag to Balor, tag to Eric, and here we go.
What you mean?
Freshmen in the matchup, and Eric able to
I think what the Knicks need, Jay,
McDonough's still in there.
they need some better role players.
Juan went back to the Knicks.
Of course I did, because Jay was over here saying Juan left because he didn't want to talk about the Knicks.
No, we were talking about the Mets just now.
Well, I had to go back and answer his question. And I think they need a coach that fits their playing style.
Y'all need a new coach and call it
Yeah.
a day. That's it. Thibodeau is done. He should be done. Balor, no reverse.
Get Adrian, get Bress's father to be the coach.
Hell no.
I see somebody said that. I was like, hey,
2.
Leon Rose loves Tibbs.
That's the
Y'all
detriment
stuck with
of the team.
Tibbs.
Y'all have the same situation we had when we had a good team and a terrible coach.
Terrible coach, Steve Nash.
AKA Steve Nash.
I can't say Jason Kidd because he took the Mavericks to the finals.
Yeah, but that was after how many years of coaching? We signed him as a rookie coach too.
Oh man,
He just ended his basketball career the season before, and then he's the head coach. But come on,
yeah, you got to
Remember that year that J Kidd threw the cup on the floor just to get a timeout?
Just to get a timeout. That bullshit. I was like, really? We're that desperate? Ooh, Ivar's in the drop zone. Cash App is all over the building.
Coup de grace, and he misses.
Sit down.
Oh, cartwheel. Spinning heel kick.
Kick.
JD McDonough just exits the ring. As Ivar calls Tulsa.
Oh, God. Oh, my chest hurts.
Jeez.
He just looks like he
Viking Buster.
He looks like he stink. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's messed up.
It's just been bothering me. It smells like ass.
I can't put this clip up now. He's gonna see this.
Oh, Roxanne is interfering.
Hey, Roxy.
Or maybe he smells like powder.
Oh, they're done. Coup de grace.
All right.
The prodigy comes
See, look. She's doing good for Finn.
That's what somebody said about Rikishi. Where he did the
Cover.
stinky face. Said, yeah, it smells like powder.
1, 2, 3.
I went for Jumper Day. Okay,
I still don't
courtesy
know
of Roxanne.
He's hairy and sweaty looking, and this.
Yeah, I still don't know how he wins with the Spike Dudley finisher. Still don't know about that.
He's sweaty and oh god.
Just look.
You're all sweaty.
No, he's always sweaty. When he
That's
wears
gonna be
the,
their 3 right there.
when they wear the lighter colors, they be sweating in terrible places.
Dude, he's farting right there.
Y'all really messed up. I cannot upload this now.
Y'all uploaded Jay calling Javon our true son.
I did.
You call him daddy. I was like, nope.
Yeah, it's almost 1,000 on the shorts.
I was gonna tag Javon in that video until I watched the whole thing. I was like, no.
I block you.
Yeah.
Why not? That was Jay that was talking that mess.
Yeah, but I wouldn't tag him in that, so it'd be on his timeline or whatever.
Why not? It's funny. It was meant to be funny.
I don't like that word.
What, funny?
No. It's the 9 o'clock
words.
hour here on the Three Bells podcast.
You know
Boy,
what
Mundo
I
gave his AKA himself.
D word.
Yeah, the D word. Lawan's here, Triple J's here, and our host, the man, Mr. Monday Night Mac himself.
Return of the Mac.
Here comes the money.
Return of the Man.
Return of the vegan salad.
He said now I hear it.
Now I hear it. I can never unhear it.
Return of the Man.
Every time I hear that song, I go, damn you, Mundo. Damn you for forever remixing that song. Just like with Thanks to In Living Color and Jamie Foxx, damn it, I can't hear In Vogue song the same no more. Never
Really?
gonna
What
get
did
it,
they do?
never gonna get it, 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 never gonna get it. Did I tell you when we first saw that on Living Color, we were rolling. Never heard that song the same again.
All-star.
And you see what I was calling Miles Turner, Men on Film. So that instantly brought back the days of Living Color.
Netflix should give him a special.
Yo, L, you know why I was calling him Men on Film, right?
Why?
Miles Turner. Remember that picture they posted of him like 2 years ago at Summer League with Obi, and he had the little thing bow tie around his neck, and he had them short shiny pants. That's when I said, you know what?
Like the Tin Man.
Yeah, I was like, yo, he looks like somebody. But then when I said, yo, Men on Film, I looked at Men on Film on here on YouTube, and I was like, yeah, he looks just like that, just like Damon Wayans when he played that part. Oh my God, 2 snaps up. Oh.
Do we have any sports going on tonight besides?
Yeah, I see Brian asked where his Blue Jays were at earlier, and the Blue Jays are currently in second place. They are 5.5 games behind the Yankees with a 31-28 record. Not bad. They've won 5 in a row. And the sports slate is kind of small for tonight. We got the Rockies at the Marlins. They're up 6-4, bottom of the 9th. We got the Brewers 3, Reds 2, bottom 7. We got the Angels 7, Red Sox 5, bottom 6. We got the Tigers up 8-0 against the Chicago White Sox in the middle of the 5th inning. And starting at 9:45, we got the Padres and Giants, Twins and Athletics, Mets and Dodgers. Other than that, this is a very quiet night in the world of sports. The NBA finals don't start till Thursday. No, the Stanley Cup finals don't start till Wednesday. So we good. We got a nice little breather here.
I miss TNT.
So you have a lot to talk about on
man, that's another one. 36 years, 37 years of TNT. Oh, man.
Amazing show. Amazing show.
So they're going to ESPN now?
ESPN, ABC.
Oh, they'll be on ABC as well?
That's what they were saying.
Well, it's all
on ABC because a lot of people don't have ESPN.
Right.
That's you got to get that in a package, like in a cable package. You know, TNT, that's automatically in your package. It's one of them local cable channels. ESPN is not a local cable channel.
You gotta get like a sports package.
Gotta get a sports package with that.
Which I don't need, but
I don't
that's
either.
a good thing about Disney, because Disney, we all know, is the grandpappy of both ESPN and ABC. So,
and look at that. Remember, L, they just that show PTI is done too. They let that whole crew go, and they were on for 20+ years.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of these things are happening because we know the effect that Ernie and them are gonna have coming in October. They're gonna be huge. But what I want them to do is not be involved with Stephen A. and all these other people that's been there. If you're gonna do this show, keep it with these 4 and don't add nobody.
Keep it with the 4 and the regular people that come when nobody's there, like
Dwayne Wade,
Candace Parker. Sometimes Draymond Green. Sometimes you might see Vince Carter there. Sometimes you might see Jalen Rose there. Them guys right there are perfect for that show.
Right. Because they already said Reggie Miller's going to Channel 4, so he's the lead analyst. Game analyst.
Sometimes you see
Money in the Bank,
Isaiah Thomas.
Saturday. So how are you feeling?
Shout out to your boy Jamal Crawford for getting the role right next to Reggie.
He's good at commentary. Who's this?
New tats? Okay.
It's probably old tats.
New hair.
Just new hair. I like the new hair.
The tats look red. Look like they just got done. Or
Yeah, it
redone.
looks very shiny and wet.
Yeah.
Shiny and wet. Yeah, sorry, I thought it was going to be a longer. No, it
Longer
looks
promo.
shiny and wet. You know how you have fresh tattoos and it has that
Yeah.
shine, that glisten?
That shows she's not fighting
Cut
tonight.
it out. Meanwhile, we have
Hey, my
Triple
birthday
J's
twin.
favorite.
Lyra.
Oh, and she looks pissed. She's pissed
go,
off,
Lyra.
y'all.
Well, hopefully,
Again.
hopefully this promo won't piss me off.
She's had three promos in the past month. She's been
Right,
talking.
but-
She's been talking a lot more.
Yes,
Thanks
she
to
has,
Becky.
But when she's by herself, it doesn't sound convincing at all. It seems like when someone's in there engaging with her, that's when the promos get a
She
little
has
bit
good
better.
she has really good comeback lines.
Right, but I'm going to still give her props because they're giving her a chance. This is something we've been asking for. And
Wow,
we'll
such
see.
big, brave words from Becky all the way from her safe little hiding spot in the back. Becky, how about you stop being such a coward and get out here so I can say what I have to say straight to your face?
Okay, so she took our advice. She said, I'm not going to say another word till you come out here so that I can read my lines better. There you go.
Better one.
Damn, you hear that crowd pop for Becky? Sheesh. Unless that was pudding.
Maybe.
The ma'am? The ma'am?
The man.
Okay.
The Myra's way better when she's engaging with someone else.
The
Man.
ma'am?
The ma'am?
That last promo,
This rivalry has gotten so
that
personal
wasn't it.
No.
over the past number of weeks.
But then did a total 180.
Ira Valkyria used to look
Oh,
up
no.
to Becky.
Is those the same pants from last week?
I was gonna be the bigger woman. Shut up.
See?
You said your piece, and all you did was show the world that you are delusional to a point that it is just sad. Honestly, your downfall needs to be studied.
Studied.
You made it all the way to the top by being a good person that didn't give up, and then
This
you
just
only
sounds like two
stayed
little
on top
sisters
because
fighting
you
each
gave
other.
up being a good person. But you were right about one thing.
But-
I'll give you that. Since you started trying to ruin my life, I have changed. But you know what that change is you're seeing, Becky? Anger. I needed to get angry. And no one in my entire life has hurt me the way you hurt me.
Whoa, she's listening.
So funny to me that by trying to hold me down, all you did was unlock the side of me that is capable of destroying you.
Talk, girl, talk.
Twice I have beat you blind, and at Money in the Bank, I am going to beat the crap out of you and ensure that you never get to poison what it means to be Intercontinental Women's Champion.
Yay.
The only thing that is poisoned is your perspective.
Uh-oh.
You say that I have hurt you more than anybody else. I believe you're speaking emotionally, even though I did physically hurt you too. But emotionally, I have hurt you more than anyone else. I don't believe that's true. You know what I think happened? I think you wanted an excuse to hate me. You took any excuse to hate me because you want to replace me, but you can't do that. Nobody can.
These accents are hilarious.
I didn't want to hurt you. I wanted to make you better.
Yeah, right.
She did.
That's all changed now. And now I know the thing that's going to hurt
That's
you
correct.
the most is when you're gonna have to raise my hand.
Yeah.
Psych.
Wow, Becky.
She says, don't leave. I'm not done.
More big
I need you.
words.
Right.
Why don't you put your money where your mouth is, and let's give Tulsa a little preview and do this right now!
Really? Before PLE? You're going to do that?
Wants to fight.
She gonna say psych.
I don't fight in Tulsa, Oklahoma. See you in Los Angeles at Money in the Bank.
Exactly.
Right.
Oh, get her, Lyra. Get out the ring and go chase her.
Emotional
fast.
She's not going to take
Come here,
that
bitch.
as she
Come here,
bitch.
Here we go.
Becky's fighting Tulsa because she's getting her ass kicked by Lyra here.
The Intercontinental Champion, the women's champion now.
Don't break them up.
Through security.
These two. This is an emotional powder keg heading into Saturday at Money in the Bank.
Our Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria.
Shane, you see what Triple H did, right?
To push Lyra over the edge.
See what Triple H did, Shane?
Yeah, we spoke about it. We said it right before you came in.
Oh, what?
About having Becky come in. She came in early.
Right. They was like, nope, not doing this again with you reciting. No reciting lines tonight.
Because right, Luan, we was like, oh, she's by herself. And then she was like, I'm not saying nothing until you come out here. We say, oh, okay.
There we go.
We say, there we go.
I just telling Jay that. I'm like, yo, I'm still giving her props for still, trying, doing what she got to do. But
What are they talking about? What are they saying?
No, the shot.
Oh, that shot.
Of the game one. This is the game that cost the Knicks the series right here.
Well, that was actually the tying shot.
And that's a shirt in WWE shop. Oh, violation.
So Tyrese Halliburton
They
pays
violated
his respect to Reggie Miller in front of Reggie Miller. Has the jokes on it now. Exclusive
I need one of those. I need one of
Tyrese
those.
in his
Oh,
magical
my, get
moment in
that.
Madison Square
So
Garden.
I better not get that shirt.
They
Jay,
took.
I'm ordering that tomorrow.
You better not
as
get that
soon
shirt,
as my
Mundo.
check
You
drops,
better
I
order it
am
today.
buying
You
that
better
shirt.
not get that shirt.
What
You
the hell?
Bruh.
Order
What
it
the helly?
today.
You better
Wow.
not
With the
get that shirt,
WWE
Mundo.
logo on the side.
You better
Ooh.
not get that. I swear. You get that
man.
shirt, Mundo.
Yep, and it's right here. Trending styles for you in the WWE shop. You better get it right.
Let me,
now.
oh
better
man!
not get
When
that shirt.
when I go on commercial break for myself to charge up my phone, I'm gonna put that in my shopping cart. On
It's
WWE
go ahead.
It's the
shop.
number one spot right
You
now.
get that
$34.99.
Don't let me find out you got that shirt. You wear it because I'm gonna wear a messed up shirt next. Then too. Then
What, you gonna put the Knicks shirt on?
No,
This one?
nope.
You got no messed up shirt that
Caitlin Clark
I'm
doing it
gonna
too.
get a picture of Undertaker sitting right in front of that 21-1 when Brock Lesnar whooped them.
Well, I wouldn't care because you would have to make the shirt. This shirt
That's
is
fine. I
being
don't give a
sold
damn
It's
if I
being
got a
sold
shirt.
at WWE.
But they're
They
being sold.
violated.
They said,
bro.
look, Luan, and put their W on, just
You
so
better
you know
not.
that it came from them.
You
Oh,
better
I'm
not
definitely
buy
gonna.
that shirt.
I'm gonna definitely buy that shirt. Are you kidding me? I'm
Messed
buying
up.
that shirt,
Messed up.
and I'm gonna wear it probably on this goddamn show. Like, look at the new shirt that I got. And you know what? I would start the show. Wow, they're not main eventing.
I'm all right. I'm gonna go right on your tray and press the emergency button.
Oh, Sammy got shades.
Oh, Sammy Yeet. I mean, I would not mind that either, Lawan. If you're gonna pull the emergency cord. That just sometimes that works in my favor.
We're gonna eat lunch.
I'm like, hey, look, I don't know. Somebody pulled the cord.
I never understood the purpose of that cord.
Now on the newer trains, it doesn't do anything until you get to. You have to be. I'm not gonna put this out there because I don't want people to. If they,
I'm talking about like the what you call it, the orange and yellow seat A trains. Like you have that nasty, dirty red knob thing just jiggling.
Ooh, just jiggling. Yeah,
that's the emergency. That's the emergency cord.
Yeah, I never understood the purpose
stops the
of
train.
it. Why
stops
though?
the train.
Why? As you inside, would you want to stop the train? Like if there's something going on in that car, you would want it to hurry up and get to the station for the doors to open. Why would you pull the cord and stop it in the middle between the stations and now you're stuck?
That is very true. That's why the trains now are programmed differently. The new trains, if you pull the cord in the tunnel, it won't stop until you get to the next station and the doors open.
Oh, that's modern technology.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Aren't you glad you're a conductor now, as opposed
Yeah.
to back in the days where you had to stand between the cars and had to hold on and press the two buttons side by
no
side.
way, no how would I have done that?
Ooh-wee.
Shit, that look like it's hard.
It was hard. You literally had to climb.
You're
to
outside the whole
side.
time.
You're outside between the cars, and there was like two buttons that you press. You go like this.
Nope. I'm good. I mean, look, I still wound up when I first started. They still had the old trains on the road.
The red joints.
No. I'm talking about like on the C train and the A train, the 32s.
Where you can pick up the chairs.
The 32s.
You can open the chairs up.
Those silver ones, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That, mind you, that was the first subway car to have AC. So that train was still rolling around when I first started with transit, and it only got retired. It only got retired because of COVID, because it was a health hazard. Because we were out with the public. But if COVID would have never happened, I guarantee you those trains would still be on the road right now.
Yeah.
When they get hot and the AC breaks, if
you see a packed train and you see one car's empty, don't go in that.
You know
one.
exactly why. It's either hot or stink or both.
Hot or stink.
Yo, and those be so funny to me. Imagine you in the middle of your day, and you know something's going on in there. Like say, like you're just looking, and you just see a whole bunch of people running out of the car. And then it happens every stop. It'd be more people that go in there, and then you get to the next stop, and they all running out.
They going that
hot as hell.
Yo, and y'all
and
know
they can't
how
open the door to get between the cars because it's locked.
Right, and you know how goofy I am, so I be sitting there cracking up watching these people run for their lives out of that car.
Because you think you can hang in there, you be like, oh, this is not too bad. And then you get halfway there and you go, nah, we can't do this. Train, heavy up train.
Oh man, yo, I
Homeless
had a
guy
person
in there with his socks off in the train.
It smells like feet and piss,
smelling like hard corn
balls. Yo. Oh
like
my
The Last
God.
of Us.
I just be like, yo, or sometimes like when I used to work the one train's notorious for AC's not working. Like it's 10 cars and maybe 3 of the 10 or 4 of the 10 cars the AC is not working. And I would tell the people, like, hey, if you're in car number 2231, I'm allowing you at the next station to run to the next car so you can get AC because that's not working in there. And some people just brave it out though, just so they can have a seat.
You have a seat, yeah.
New York is a weird, man.
Very weird. But you youngins, y'all are so lucky to have AC because there was a time where not only we didn't have AC, but we had iron fans.
Oh,
We still have those.
Would blow.
No,
we
we don't
still
have,
have those.
We don't have fans on our trains.
The actual fans.
Those trains are in the
Wait. You talking about
museum
iron
now.
fans?
Like
Iron fans, like
actual
dude, the fans.
I wasn't around when that came out. Then
That's why
No,
Dust the
you
Phrase
were not.
youngins. That's why I'm saying.
Those were the trains with the straw seats.
Yeah.
What?
Those with the strap, thus the phrase strap hanger.
You was
It
in one
used
of
to be
those
a
trains,
strap.
Jane?
Yep.
Dude was born in the 70s, yeah.
Matter of fact, they
How
have
you was
them.
born
They
in
have
the
them on the
70s?
bus. They have them on the buses now.
The same
Those
way you
straps.
was born in the 80s. What do you mean how I was born in the 70s?
That just came out.
Right.
Slid on out.
Right.
Yeah.
Mom and dad got to get down in the 70s.
Imagine getting into a fight and that shit spinning. You just pick somebody up.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it'd be like no, but
Final Destination.
They were
It's a Final Destination.
well, the later ones had the the protection, but those early ones, it was all raw. You better not touch it.
Yeah.
And then
It
what?
was
Like,
hot.
and then remember the graffiti ones. Almost every 4 or 5 train was graffitied on.
I ain't never seen a clean train until they switched. All those trains had graffiti, every one of them.
And now, when the trains are vandalized, that's what we call it. Those trains are not allowed to run. They are taken out of service and go straight to the yard to get cleaned.
Right. The only graffiti you see on them now, well, artwork or advertisements
inside the train,
outside the train.
Outside.
Oh yeah.
But those trains won't be in passenger service.
They stopped the way for people to stop writing on the glass.
They tried. They
They're
tried.
still doing it?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't see. Oh, see, I haven't been on the train like that.
What is this?
Paul Heyman.
Yeah, but with this, like this, he don't even have a microphone in his hand.
He said, ladies and gentlemen.
He said, ladies and gentlemen.
Pain wins. That's the pain win. Pain wins.
Oh,
so that's how their entrance is going to start from now on. Ladies and gentlemen.
There's still no name for this faction.
And they're coming out separate.
You know, Shane, you know, like one of my Rick's brother, he's your age, and he said this is reminiscent of when Bobby Heenan had his faction, like the Heenan family.
They mixed the song a little bit.
Oh, they did.
You heard it, right?
How similar is it to that, Shane?
It's very similar. He had big guys just like these two here.
Braun and Braun.
Because I wasn't following him too much then.
Oh,
but he had a heavy faction. He had a heavy faction.
All right, Shane. This is the example of power. What is it? Star Power versus Championship. Even though the title's not on the line, the World Heavyweight Champion is being relegated to the 9:30 slot, whereas CM Punk is gonna main event the show. I thought this was gonna be the main event.
Over CM Punk?
I mean, they've been closing out Raw for the last month. I didn't know CM Punk was in a match tonight.
No, you neither.
I want to give my shout outs to Bronson Reed, man. Welcome back. This is your
first match, right?
First match back, man. Off the broken legs.
And this is match number who?
This is. Yeah, Lawan said it.
He stole your line. Ooh.
Cold stole.
And Jay, you gonna steal my line?
Physical, ground and pound fight.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Does Jay know your line?
Yeah, this is Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker versus main event Jey Uso and Sammy Uso.
Somewhere in the back, and you know he's here. We saw him enter the building earlier tonight. And of course, Paul Heyman.
The two Brauns.
Quickly into the cover, hooks the leg.
Well, one's Braun and one is Braun.
Braun.
Braun and Braun.
They all rowing in the same
What he needed was Strowman.
Seth freaking Rollins group.
Yeah, Rollins talks a lot last
Shaming
week.
himself with that damn shirt.
There's the speed of Breaker and the impact of Uso. Braun Breaker fired up.
Did they just show Saturday Night Main Event?
Yeah, because we're going to commercial break.
Okay. But we have 3 minutes. This is a perfect time, everybody, for us to take a break. For us to take our own 3-minute break. 6 minutes is for PLE. We'll be seeing plenty of that this weekend. Mundo, CEO, and Tri-State Mania, Mr. Lawan, and our sports guy, Triple J, along with your homie Shane O'Mac, the Three Bells Podcast. We'll be right back right after these messages in 3. Find the button. Here's the button. 3 now.
You guys looking for a podcast? Well, this ain't no ordinary podcast. This is the Three Bells Podcast with Triple J, Mundo, and Shane O'Mac.
Here we go.
Coming to you live each and every Monday night from Monday Night Raw, Tuesdays with NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown featuring WWE PLEs, news and more. Tune in live on YouTube and follow our socials.
Better follow me.
And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
good, everybody? It's your boy Mundo, a.k.a. Mr. A.k.a. himself, a.k.a. the CEO. I got my shirt, the Three Bells Podcast shirt. You got yours?
Hey everyone, what's good? This your girl Sylvie, letting you know I got my Three Bells Podcast t-shirt. Did you get yours? Let's go!
Yeah, good evening everybody. It's your boy Main Event Triple J. Look what I'm wearing. Three Bells Podcast merch. What do y'all think? Catching the side, looking quite crispy. We sure every wrestling fan will love something like this. Yeet.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy IML from Tri-State Mania and your Tri-State Mania champion. Just want to say he finally got his Three Bells Podcast shirt. It doesn't feel tight. It's comfortable. Anybody could wear it. They got them in different colors too coming soon, y'all. So get your Three Bells Podcast shirt. You can wear your Three Bells Podcast while brushing your teeth. You can listen to your Three Bells Podcast listening to music. Tripping. Get your Three Bells Podcast shirt. I got mine. Better get yours.
It's available right now. Hit us up.
You're looking at the real deal now. Gonna kick this sorry ass out on the street. What you got? You used to think you owned the street. We're back to back.
This is former WWE superstar and quite arguably the greatest European champ of all time, D'Lo Brown here. And let me give a quick shout out to the Three Bells Podcast with Triple J, Mundo Shane, Max Sylvie, and Lejeune from Tri-State Mania. Listen, they host YouTube parties, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, whatever you want. Make sure you give them a look, a listen, and a follow. Now, if I were to give these fine individuals some advice, the one thing I would say to you is always be authentic with your viewers. Never talk down to them, and give them and show them respect that you want them to give you. And if you follow those rules, you'll be the most successful podcast out there. Now, with that being said, until next time, you better recognize.
What you gonna do?
And it was.
Nope, I did not fall.
No. It looked like it was Lawan because when we came back, it looked like Lawan was laying.
That was Lawan.
I just sat down, that's why. And my mic is right in front of the couch.
Because we heard a boom, and we was like, who was that? He was like, we'll find out once we get back on. We come back on, it looked like he was laying like this.
I was sitting down. I was just sitting down, and I was adjusting my mic.
This is funny.
What's good, everybody? This is the Three Bells Podcast, our Raw on Netflix reaction show. Mundo, a.k.a. CEO, Sports Guy Triple J, Tri-State Mania Champion Lawan, and Shane O'Mac. Your homies. And we are watching match number what, Lawan?
Yes.
So your favorite announcer, Shane. I mean, your favorite referee.
Oh, Mr. Maybelline.
Eyebrows.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
I didn't know that was cute to do that.
As he becomes champion.
Ooh. Cover. Two.
That's an explosivity that Braun Breaker has.
Yeah, we got Miss Maybelline as the referee.
AKA Dracula.
Just throwing our world champion up in the sky. Like he's
Yo, Michael Cole really hates this dude.
Hey, David, what's going on? He says, what's up, guys? Says David.
Braun Breaker's stripping.
Oh, God.
Looks like a dominatrix. Oh,
super
right
kick.
into the super kick. The cover. One,
Uno,
two.
dos.
World heavyweight champ
Jay, your count is distracting me. You're behind. Stop it.
This would not bode well.
Ay, Dios mío.
You better not get pinned on no kick.
You stop me.
Jey Uso playing possum. Let Braun Breaker
I'm on
build
time.
up the speed.
Oh, sleeper hold.
Oh, this is how he in the Gunther.
Oh,
tap.
Sure did.
So maybe he can tap
Tap.
out Breaker just like he did Gunther at WrestleMania.
Right, the match was over at WrestleMania.
Bronson
Oh.
breaking things up.
Then he fell on Braun too. Did you see Braun's hurting? Braun and Braun's son. I'm sorry, Jay.
Splash in the corner.
So it's Braun and Brawny.
Just wrecking
Mhm.
people.
Just laying bodies out.
Braun's son.
Yeah, his son.
Yeah.
Braun's son. Because Braun and Brawny.
Sami Zayn rolled out of harm's way.
He looked like he stink too.
And Lawani.
Sami. Braun Breaker
What?
set up over the top.
You gotta stop playing with me.
I didn't.
Launching himself.
The one's about to.
Oh,
that
it
was a
caught
bad idea.
son.
Catching Sami Zayn.
Uh-oh.
Is he gonna make it? Okay, he made it.
Cleared it this time. Mundo, you better watch out with your little logic of people looking stink.
Right.
Oh, stomped by Seth freaking Rollins, aka Neo. Neo is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. From the
You wondered when
Matrix.
Seth Rollins was going to show up.
Seth didn't want to find out if Braun
With his
Yo, keep
man.
the jacket on. What are you doing? You messed up the
Although it was unnecessary for him to show up.
Right after the world champ.
No, they have to beat their asses.
Yeah, but they would have done it without Seth.
Where's
No,
Punk?
because then now Punk is going to come and he's going to be compromised for tonight's match.
All of this going on right now in the 9:30 hour?
And then, I told you they normally end the show.
Right, this is closing show.
Well, Triple H felt that there is no way in hell he's going to clear that
Not
far.
again.
He's gonna do this
This
again.
big motherfucker that far? No way.
And there's Punk right on cue.
There is.
Oh, he blasted
He's
him.
going to be compromised.
Oh, he caught the chair.
Zayn, take it out, Reed.
He representing Bret Hart as always.
Thank goodness for
Those
CM
are dope.
Punk, or
Those
Sami
boots.
Zayn would be in a hospital tonight.
He probably told Natty to get them from him.
So do you think we see Roman Reigns tonight?
In this situation with Rollins and his new
No.
running buddies.
Because I have a feeling they're going to come back again
I
tonight
have no
at the end of the
idea
end of the
how this
night.
night ends if CM Punk doesn't save Sami there.
They're going to cost Punk possibly.
If it wasn't for Punk, that would have been total and utter destruction.
Is this a future 3-on-3?
Where he's gonna be later tonight.
No.
We've got him right where we want him.
That's right.
Trust me.
It's all about timing, dog.
Because Punk's in that triple threat later tonight to try to qualify for the Money in the Bank contract.
No, he's gonna
ladder match.
cross Punk.
Punk better hope Sami and Jey
Yeah, that's what I'm
still
saying.
have his
Do
back
we
later
see Roman?
Could you imagine a tsunami through our...
No. Oh, he said no.
I heard he's filming a movie with Eddie Murphy.
Carlito. He's already gone.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. Him, Eddie Murphy, Pete Davidson.
What's up, sis?
Quite a few people.
Me and Roxanne into the clubhouse while I was gone, shaking nuggets, shoulder rubs, interfering in our matches. I see exactly what you're doing.
Where's all this coming from? Look, Roxanne, she's just
See
here
the
to help.
demon?
That's it.
Oh, so I'm imagining it all.
Well, imagination can play tricks on all of us. I think you're frustrated. You're frustrated because things didn't go your way last week or this week. But look, Roxanne, she got me and JD back on track for the tag team titles. And imagine this. Roxanne wins the Money in the Bank, and then she goes on to win the Women's World title and bring it home to the clubhouse, huh?
Oh, yeah. Seems like you have everything all planned out, don't you?
Look, there's no plan. There's no plan, and I get it. Roxanne, she came on a little strong with the nuggets and the shoulder rubs. I get it, but you can trust Dom.
It's not dominant who I
Well, trust will come with time. Give it a chance, okay? Don't worry. You know what? How about me and you make a plan? Why don't we send Roxanne out there to be in Raquel's corner tonight? That'd be a great idea.
How about this? How about if you want Roxanne around, you could babysit her. I'll be in Raquel's corner tonight, and you just keep her out of her way. Okay?
Okay.
Great.
Yeah,
So, sir, let's get it.
Okay, sis.
Everything okay?
Oh, everything's good. Yeah, we're just making some plans.
Okay. I wanted to apologize
No
to you for
Carlito either.
last week.
That's what I
chair
said.
Dom, say nothing.
Nobody's
Water
playing the
under bridge,
game.
I promise.
Nice.
And look, the apple's in the background on the left-hand side with the Grim Reaper on it.
They're always
Oh,
in
that's sad. I thought we was going to see him at least one more time.
Always.
You buying what Finn's selling?
Oh, look, the girl that gets people hurt. Kyrie Sane. I'll be back.
Oh, he get people hurt.
It gets people. So that match ended with no winners.
No winner.
No winners. And she is dressed for a match. This will be match number 4. Is this another quality match or?
Nope. She was in a quality match
Oh,
already. And
it's a
lost.
101. It's 101 versus Rock.
We don't need this match.
Raquel.
This was a waste of a match.
This is the bathroom / bar. See you at the bar
Damn,
match.
we should have took a commercial around then.
Yeah, but how are we supposed to know? As we're seeing
Oh my God!
I'm gonna see this.
What is this?
Happy Gilmore.
Because I seen the Gilmore. I seen Happy Gilmore that one, and that was hilarious.
With Bob Barker.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, look how long ago that the first one was. It's a totally different time. It was all younger, and the jokes were funnier. You can't recycle those same jokes. Hey, that's that guy from AEW.
Mm-hmm. That's
MJF.
MJF.
Mhm.
What's her name is in this movie too? Becky Lynch as well.
Really?
And Bad Bunny.
And Bad Bunny.
And Bad Bunny. Yep.
No,
That's why it's being showed on Netflix as a trailer.
Remember that deal he got with Netflix, $500 million.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller.
Oh,
Okay. Always
this is a big cast.
They're real good friends. I love that they keep adding the same.
Right, like that's his crew. Those are
And
his
that's,
homies.
His crew. Chris Rock.
That was Fowler. He's a golfer too, pro golfer. Oh, the guy with
This comedian guy.
That's Mr. Crawford right there. It's one of my favorite guys, Lavelle Crawford.
Lavelle Crawford. You remember he did that skit with the guy from Meet the Browns?
Mm-hmm.
There was at this award show that Steve Harvey has for the community.
I think it was like for a church. It was like the church awards or something like that.
It's the neighborhood awards.
I think so.
It's one of those, and the brown guy he called him out. This was back when he was big.
Mm-hmm.
He was big, and he called them out, and he went up to that stage. Man, listen, when he said that Kirk Franklin looked like he shopped at a kid's store and goes, "You went from boys to men."
They was going at it.
We laughed so hard. That was hilarious. Are there anything sport related to mention or no?
Oh, it's quiet tonight.
It's
There
pretty
ain't really
much-
nothing. Yeah, nothing but them same baseball games from earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Shane, he had said a joke also one time. He was at church, and the old lady was like, "Damn, baby, how big you gonna get?" He said, "Damn, honey, how old you gonna get?"
Yeah, he's
You're close to dying.
He is funny as we are about to see match number 4, Raquel Rodriguez versus Kairi Sane.
Four-time tag team champions together.
Sane.
Raquel won a fifth
Kairi Sane.
as well, and now Kairi Sane, not going to overpower.
I don't know the purpose of this match, but
Neither do I.
here we are.
I don't know if this is a smart strategy.
Well, I guess the purpose of this match is that
Kyrie's just going to walk herself into some.
last week we saw Liv Morgan
EO.
EO beefing. Of course, Raquel, not Raquel to come, but
Is Raquel wearing a thong? She thinks she leading now?
Roxanne, listen, she's gorgeous. She's pretty too.
You see that?
She's tall.
Ooh, she does have a thong.
Ew.
Wow.
Don't say EO. That's way better than Lyra.
Lyra's short, so it's different.
Uh-oh, she about to...
Oh!
Tall girls intimidate Jay.
They sure do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you see how she tapped the referee? Yeah, she's distracted the referee, so Liv can do that. Smart.
I see a future 3-on-3 match. It's probably a way to bring back Asuka.
Nah, they said Asuka wasn't ready to the end of the year.
Yeah. Okay, got her whole thong just a showing it, glaring.
You say that now.
She's channeling her inner leader.
You know, I hope Raquel is doing okay. She has this very rare disease thing where she breaks out on her face. And that was one of the reasons why she was absent for a while, because it was like really acting up on her. But it's good to see that everything is good and we're seeing her more now. And that's right, Raquel. You better take advantage and show your face as much as you can, especially now. Everybody is like really on eggshells right now.
There's a good dermatologist.
After what happened. Yeah, that too. It's like, at this point, how many other people, Jay, are having their contracts expire this year? And will it be renewed or not?
Yeah, well, from what we're hearing, it's like 3. So it's literally to a point where you're like, who's next?
Right.
You gotta sit back and watch. And then,
Whoever's not getting no TV time is next.
But how would we know? Because look what happened. You literally got rid of 2 guys that was constantly on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a champion. You got rid of a champion from another circuit, which was good advertising. That was like awesome advertisement for somebody way out in Puerto Rico. And you let him go as soon as he got the title.
Cash grab.
Because you got people from AAA now to do that.
It's good marketing to them.
Right.
They know they're getting the money.
You got Bad Bunny to do that now.
So what they did.
I think everything is just an age factor right now with that situation, man.
Like, I think R-Truth really probably knew his fate from the jump. Like, you could just see, like, look what they gave him John Cena. And they gave him the entrance to come out last. Normally, John Cena comes out last. I think that was the respect that Cena has for R-Truth, that he let him come out last in that match when they had their fight. And then when R-Truth came, R-Truth came singing his song on Friday, and you were like, oh snap. But at the same time, he was talking to Little Jimmy. So that right there was like, man, he ain't really bring up anything Little Jimmy related in God knows how long. So they're letting him get one last hurrah and to see who he can break before he goes. And we see with most wrestlers nowadays, they just, when they go out losing. So, I'm one who is shocked by the situation, but at the same time, I understand what WWE is doing at the moment. They capitalized off his couple of weeks. They probably said, look, this merch here that you're selling, it sells out. This goes, the PC goes to you. So, a nice PC on the way out.
It's a nice check.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I get what you're saying, Jay, but we're talking about R-Truth.
I know.
That's the only thing that I'm saying, and that's the thing that we're all saying. It's R-Truth. Meanwhile, here's our champ. EO coming out and giving
Something
blows to
next.
Liv Morgan.
Hey. Uh-oh. It's about to get...
Okay, guys, EO's head hits the turnpike.
Jeez Louise. Oh,
Okay, about to see that flying elbow. That elbow I love.
The insane elbow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that move. Love it. Count it. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that elbow gets the gunshots.
Mm-hmm.
Right, L?
Love that elbow. Love it.
And when you told this one to stay away, look what happens. You still lose.
Mm-hmm. So, Jay.
Be back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
First off, shout out to Rick. Rick is in the house. He says, shout out Three Bells.
What's good, Rick?
3 Bells Guards. Oh, carrying cross. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Wait.
Sammy, are you all right? That looked
Sammy.
very rough.
Got a loud pop.
Hey, what the hell is your problem, huh? Oh, you want to know? No, what's your problem with me? What is your problem with me? Why are you hovering over me for the last couple of months? What is your obsession with me, huh? Because I think you're a liar. That's my problem with you. That's why. I think you lie to them. I think you lie to the people at home. And worst of all, I think that you lie to yourself. You could have been a world champion 10 times over if you did what you knew you really had to do. Because I know you're capable of doing very terrible things to people. Sammy, you're not a good guy. You're a bad guy. Just like the rest of us. You're wrong. You know what, Sammy? I might be wrong. But I might be right, too.
Everybody he's confronted has turned bad.
Mm-hmm. AJ Styles is getting ready for his Money in the Back quality match.
Not AJ Styles yet. Not AJ Styles yet. He hasn't turned back yet either.
Right. And keep that thought in mind, Lawan, because I have a question for you concerning that. Jay, we was about to talk about. We was talking about, I guess, basically, do you see, or is this the angle of TKO to try to make the roster more youthful? Are they trying to get rid of the older heads, the heads that's been in the company longer than a lot of these young, fresh, active talent?
From what we are seeing, with the, like I said earlier, with the influx of call-ups and then the slow releases of the other wrestlers that are getting released, you will look at it and you're sitting back like 100K, 5 million. Can perform 10 times better? Why do we need you on TV if you're making 10 times the money and you're not doing what this person is doing? Like Stephanie Vaquer is probably making a couple of 100,000 and she's killing it to the point where she's too hot, making too much money for the company. So you're like, oh yeah, this girl gotta go. Bye Valhalla. Goodbye. That's 200,000. That go to her pockets now. That's what I'm seeing at the same time. Is you can gain money with these little ones. Look at Javon Evans. Look, Javon, he's been on the roster a year and a half at most. 20 years old, about to be 21. And look at him. Probably one of the cheapest ones on the roster. And you threw him up on the main one real quick. Why? To get the eyes of the millions instead of getting eyes of thousands or hundreds of thousands. So his stock rose, and I'm pretty sure WWE's gonna look at that too and be like, hey, you're next. You're the cheap way up. Well, we could still sell these tickets at enormous prices. That's all a big cash grab. But they're doing it the smart way, like Mundo said it earlier too. Even with his job, they do it to them. You know, once you're at that age that you can't really perform no more, and all you're doing is just walking around like, "Hi, how you doing?" You know, eventually it gets old and stale to some people, and especially with TKO, they're probably like, do we really gotta do this every week with this guy? And that's what they probably sit back and think. Why this guy on TV taking up time? So, yeah, that's my point on it.
But then again, I understand coming from that angle. But what about the other angle, which is one of the most important purposes, which is, can they put asses in seats?
Right. Well, I don't think our truth can put asses in seats. He could warm your heart.
Not putting asses in seats.
And if you having
He's
a
not putting
downer
asses in
of
seats.
if you're having a downer of a day, our truth is the type of person that he's gonna make you forget about everything bad, because he's gonna do something that's gonna make you laugh. You know, so that's what I see. And this first show that we're getting tonight hasn't had us with a smile. Is it gonna be like that on Friday? Or are they gonna use someone to play a R-Truth role, a la Solo Sokoa? You know, let's see where they go.
So, in other words, Lawan, maybe this is a way for them to grab more of the younger demographic.
Of course. I agree with everything Triple J said, man. Listen, it's unfortunate that this happened to one of the GOATs, one of the locker room leaders. But at the same time, this guy is not doing nothing. He's just sitting there, he's collecting a check. I mean, I'm pretty sure anybody would love that. Sit there, collect the check, don't have to work and still get paid. But eventually, people are going to want to stop paying you because you're not doing nothing, and it's taking up TV time and all that for somebody else that might want to do something. And again, we got a whole bunch of these new call-ups now, man. A whole bunch of these new call-ups. This is not the end, guys. I'm just letting anybody know when it's time, somebody else is going to be getting clipped too. I'm pretty sure, like I was saying with Mundo, Miz's contract is on the way up. I don't think they're going to renew it. Cesaro, I think he's not going to be here too long. You just got to think about these certain people that are not really doing that. They doing these little 5-minute matches for what?
All right.
It's
And then you
for what?
see this girl, like Mundo said earlier, Valhalla made that post, you know, about her getting cut. But she's been out damn near 2 years having a baby.
She got hurt.
2 babies.
She got hurt, and then she had a baby.
Yeah, so like for her to feel the way she feels, I don't really have any sentiments towards that. You know, I respect the fact that she had a baby, but her husband's working. Her husband's the provider right now. He's doing everything he can. You know,
on top of that too, Jay, she's been released before. It's not her first time being released. You come back and get rehired, and you still haven't made no noise.
Right. She was with that group with Liv Morgan and it was Liv Morgan. Her, no, Ruby.
Yeah.
Oh,
what the Riot Squad?
Riot Squad.
Riot Squad. But I mean, they wasn't doing shit either. I mean, individual Liv Morgan found herself.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Ruby Riot. I liked her, but it didn't work. But with this other girl, man, she doesn't get the crowd. She doesn't get the crowd to be like, oh, what's next? Nobody care about her. That's what it is. Nobody cares about her.
And every time, right?
Nobody's gonna really care. But like,
and the only thing that kind of made her, stand out was the fact that what Michael Cole or Pat McAfee kept on saying, "Where are your horns? Where are your horns?" Yeah. That was it. Other than that, she had nothing going for her.
But yeah, just unfortunate that one of the greatest locker room leaders got released. But everything was it's all about business.
We got to look at We got to look at who's the next call up, besides what we're seeing now, or what we have seen. So who's next to come up, and then who's next to go?
If people like R-Truth or Cesaro continue to stay on the roster, how will you be able to bring guys like Obafemi up, who I think is ready? How would you bring him up?
Like it seems like Maxine is just hanging on by the skin of her teeth.
Right. How would you bring up Ricky Saints if you got Cesaro there, not even wrestling, or that match he had last week? How long was that?
Right. And then you got then look, you still got Ethan Page. Ethan Page still got something to go with main roster wise against Punk. So he still owes him one. And he showed up Friday.
Right,
you know, and then
we're at the dawn.
You're looking at AAA too, the company AAA. If you're acquiring that, you're like, yeah, we really got to cut ties with some wrestlers now.
Well, yeah, they're connected with AAA, TNA. You got your NXT. There's a lot of superstars that they're connected to that can easily be called up.
Right, and there's over 100.
Fresh.
Over 100 wrestlers.
Yeah.
And we could sit back and say we've probably seen half or a quarter of that every week. We don't see the whole thing. And we question it, like, why? Why, Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross has been the subject of this the past couple of months.
Jay and Gunther in the locker room.
Should have beat his ass. What?
Sit next to him and everything.
See what I told you? Gunther slowly turning good.
You know, Jay, the World Heavyweight Championship is personal to me. So I appreciate all the effort you put into being the champion. And I can see you really try to be a great champion.
Do you trust him?
But because you refuse to think with your head instead of your heart is why I'm gonna take it. You're a great guy, Jay. You're selfless in a very selfish business. Sammy needed you tonight, huh? What's the result? 1 week out, not at 100%. I'm very sure if Punk gets in trouble tonight, you'll be there for him. And 2 days before you defend the World Heavyweight Championship against me, you compete in a tag team match at Saturday night's main event. Because it's important to Cody. And everybody knows they can bet on their good friend Jay. All of that is no business of the World Heavyweight Champion. So I want to thank you. Because ever since the day I lost to you at WrestleMania, I knew I would avenge it. And right now, you're making it very, very easy for me. Jay, in 1 week, the party is over.
Oh, so you're gonna fight for the title on Raw next Monday?
One word, tap. See you next week, G.
Wow. So they couldn't have this. They couldn't have this
Pat Gunther makes a lot of good
on
points there. In fact, Jay is teaming with
Money in the Bank.
Cody Rhodes this Saturday at Money.
What? And they put it for nah.
Well, because you have the 2 Money in the Bank matches, right? How long those are going to go for?
Like 40 minutes.
Right.
Then you have a crap full of commercials.
And you got Lyra versus Becky.
10 minutes.
And
I think it's going to be longer than 10 minutes.
It's going to be longer than 10 minutes.
12 to 15.
And you have that tag team match.
Another 20, 25.
So there's your show.
Which is closing out the show, I heard.
Yeah, John Cena got the main event.
Which is closing out the show, which means something is going to happen.
Does the Money in the Bank winner cash in same night?
No,
I hope
something is
not.
going to happen.
I got tired of them doing that.
I hope not. Like I like the fact that well, when Tiffany had it, she had everybody on edge, as opposed to Drew when he lost it so quickly. It was like, that edge excitement wasn't there.
You already know why Drew did it so early, because it was part of the storyline.
Sure, I understand that it was part of the storyline. But as a case holder itself, that's part of the zhush that we love about it. The fact that for a whole year, possibly a whole year, everybody is on pins and needles, and that makes us, excited and like this, waiting to see if something's going to happen.
Which is true.
When we think something's going to happen, it doesn't. So we get the psych outs, and it messes with our heads also.
Which is true, and I totally agree.
We are owed that because we didn't have it last year. That's what I think.
We are, which is true, like you said. But Drew McIntyre told us what he was going to do if he won the Money in the Bank.
Right.
Told us right then and there. Listen, if I win the Money in the Bank, I am cashing in my title right there. He told us. Right. He lost it because of CM Punk, but it's not like we didn't know what he was going to do. He already told us.
But my thing is, though, Lawan, if you that bad of a dude, what do you need the suitcase for?
Because he lost his first. He lost his first opportunity, so he needed the suitcase again.
If you that bad of a dude, you wouldn't have lost it from that time. You would have gotten it right there and then, and there was no need for me to have a case. I don't need to be involved in Money in the Bank. But
I guess we're going to do predictions on Friday.
We got to predict for both shows.
Oh, I'm not going to be there for that show. I'll be there Saturday after work for that show, but Worlds Collide, I'll be at work.
That event, Jay, only has 4 matches I saw.
No, Worlds Collide?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I made the thumbnail, everybody, for our PLE watch parties. We have 2 watch parties on Saturday. The Worlds Collide starting at 3:00. Then we take a break, and then we have the Money in the Bank at 7.
Ooh.
So yeah, we're gonna have it's gonna be fun. But Lawan,
yes, sir.
I wanted to ask, because I know I make fun of you when I say that you want everybody to turn bad. But it seems to me that good and bad, for some reason, your average superstar, it seems like they perform better when they're bad. So, I mean, what is with that? Like, it just seems like in general that when you have like an actor and they play a really bad, evil guy, they sometimes call that their greatest work, because it's something that you don't see them on average. So is that what you're seeing when you see your average superstar? And when you see a superstar,
right,
most of the time good, but you see them more believable or more entertaining as a bad person?
Yes, I see that. And they also have no filter. Like, here's some examples of some of the greatest heel works I've seen done. Seth Rollins, when he became a heel, he has one of the greatest Money in the Bank cash-ins ever.
Mm-hmm.
And that was because of his heel work. If he was a face, we would have never done that.
Right.
If he was a face.
Hey, Mundo.
Hey.
Go ahead, Mundo's back.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Yeah, that's one of his greatest heel things, he has done.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another one where CM Punk. I don't think he was a heel, but in Vince's eyes, he was a heel. When he told everybody that he was leaving the company with the WWE title belt. And then when he blew that kiss, let you know I was leaving, bye. That's another one of the greatest moments I ever seen. So it's like when they're heels, you get no filter with them. Bronson Reed, when he did the tsunami to Braun Strowman on top of the car. Awesome heel work. They got no filters. It's just like when they're heels, I feel like they're free to do whatever the hell they want to do.
Right.
Ambush.
That's what
sneaky
most
attacks. All that.
That's
stuff.
what most people who play heels, whether it's in wrestling or in movies, the actor or the wrestler, they claim that it's much easier to be a heel because you have the freedom to do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas when you're playing a good guy or babyface, you have to stay within this box right here. You can't do any of this other stuff. You know, that's not what a babyface does. So it's much easier to be a heel. You can have more fun doing it. And that's what it is. A lot of people find out as we are back live for this qualifier that it's much easier to be heel. And that's when you get some people's best work because they have freedom to do, like you said, Lawan, whatever they want.
And the only way a face is really able to really do whatever they want to do, is if they're basically how can I say they're the face of the company. So when Stone Cold was a face, he was able to do what the hell he wanted because he was the face of the company at that time.
But
The Rock,
but
he was able to do whatever he wanted because he was the face of the company.
But
John
Stone Cold wasn't. He was an anti-hero.
He was an anti-hero.
He wasn't a baby face completely. He was only, people loved him because of the fact that he fucked with Vince. Then, because everybody hated Vince so much.
But
Vince was like a slave owner.
We could say John Cena. He was a face, but he was a face that was able to do what the hell he wanted to do because
not really, because he had to be Superman as well. And
he had to be Superman, but guaranteed, if John Cena was in a match and somebody came in, snuck him that night,
ooh,
best believe John Cena is going to do the same thing the next night.
Oh no! Like in his case, like I think he had maybe 1 year, maybe 2 year sweet period when he was like a pure baby face and the fans actually fucked with him the most.
Like the one he was
and then after that, it was just 50-50 for the rest of his career, even up to now.
One of my favorite face ambushes he did was when he came in with the Y6 and he had a mask on. Everybody looking at him.
Man,
he took that mask off and you saw his face. I was like, oh, just started wilding.
As CM Punk is trying to take the mask off, what is going on here?
Oh, you didn't take it off.
They know that mask ain't coming off yet.
It's got
We
Naomi's glue.
won't know who it is underneath that mask once they
Got
take it
Naomi's
off.
glue on the mask.
Oh,
That'd be Bach.
Hey, is this the main event? This is match number 5, everybody.
What's up to Rick out there? I don't know if you guys got to read out to him, as obviously we're going to commercial break.
Yeah, we said what's up to Rick. He came when you stepped away. But
All right.
sometimes we saying, brother. What's up,
Yes.
brother?
Brother BKL, sportainment guy, right, Shane?
Sportainment.
Oh, so this is how it goes. I come back and 2 of them drop off, but you know what? I can do the work of those 2 plus mine with Shane O'Mac, because again, Shane, we're the 2 that everybody come to see anyway.
Exactly. Exactly. No, Jay needed a break. He spoke a lot while you were gone. So.
I know. I was listening the whole time. Jay was writing. He was writing paragraphs and chapters.
He did a whole essay. Yeah,
he always does that when I leave. He knows when to do that, because I'd be like, God damn, bro.
And I tried to cook in, and he's like, and then here's another thing. And I'm like, what, just cook.
Comma,
chameleon.
But brother says, hey, fellas, sportainment guy is in the building. Also, I felt disappointed in TKO and Triple H for letting R-Truth go and Carlito walk out to the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how we opened up the show. What up, Juan? And then he also says, if there's some company to sign those guys, they know exactly what they done to sign those guys and extend it.
No.
Or, of course, they know exactly I'm here.
Well, Carlito's cool because he's going back to his father's company where he is currently the Puerto Rico champion, WWC. So
R-Truth don't need to go nowhere.
And R-Truth, he's still doing his writing and producing things. So
right, and he got an OnlyFans. He's good.
He's an OnlyFans. He has an OnlyFans.
Yeah, he said he's going to show Big Jimmy and his feet.
Probably going to get a Legends contract because it doesn't
so?
say anything about no 90-day buy. Like, you know how they can't wrestle for 90 days?
Well, that's usually when you get fired.
Right. Well,
he didn't get fired. His contract is up. But you know what? Speaking of that, though, Mark Henry said that if this was the Vince McMahon regime, they wouldn't have cut R-Truth.
No, Vince loved R-Truth.
Mm-hmm.
He loved R-Truth. R-Truth, like, he was probably one of the few superstars that would have Vince like rolling. I could picture him like cracking up. Hell, he broke Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. And when that whole scene when he had the boom box Money in the Bank. As we're back live.
He did that little shuffle thing. That was
gosh.
the funniest thing. That was so funny.
Belly to back suplex off the middle rope by
they released
Styles.
Mystical.
And here comes Punk with the elbow.
You need to Google him. You need to Google his name.
Ooh.
Mystical.
Why?
Well,
you telling LeWan?
I'm telling LeWan that.
So he can see that they're two different people.
Right, and it's not a good person.
Punk, is he hurt? What's going on here?
Oh shoot! I'm sorry,
knee.
Jay. Sorry. Jay wanted to chat help. I'm sorry, dude.
Takes out Punk, AJ Styles.
And yeah, you can turn this up. Oh man, what?
Jay?
Over the head. Oh man.
Okay, hold on one sec, dude. I'm so sorry.
Cover. 1, 2. Really? Punk with that weak ass hit broke something up. So I see what's going on here, Shane. Punk is hurt now. All of a sudden. So even if he wins tonight, he's going to be compromised on Saturday.
Oh, damn. Hey, Jay.
He's selling this knee injury.
Jay tried to get back in, and I didn't hear him, so that's for me.
Roll through.
He's like, help.
Back leg, but he's able to balance on it.
He got a grande up.
AJ Styles from behind.
AJ with the DDT and inverted DDT at the same time.
Yeah, brother. When he comes into the meetup room, I have to do things before he comes to the desk. So
1, 2.
Welcome back, Jay.
Oh man, I just needed like 5 minutes to charge.
Yeah, me and Mundo, we were chilling. We had we had the show good.
Man, I'm
eating supper at the same time.
AJ Styles looking to put Americano away.
Styles clash. No, nice reversal into the ankle lock by El Grande Americano. This man is very talented, man. Like nobody we've ever seen in WWE before.
You know, he does seem a little similar to a certain somebody.
I don't agree.
That has that same move. That does that same move.
Oh, Kurt Angle, right? I know, but he's the Mexican version of Kurt Angle.
No, he's the Mexican lookalike of Chad Gable.
No, man, into the Styles clash. No way. He hits it.
Who's winning this?
Cover. 1, 2.
Oh, that was dope.
Punk's going to win the match.
I understand that Punk needs to.
He's going to win the match, but he's going to be compromised from the match. Because, again, he's selling this knee injury right now.
CM Punk was down. That could have been it.
Oh, dude,
I would love to see this one-on-one right here, Shane.
This would be cool. Yeah.
AJ Styles versus CM Punk. Because I've never seen it before. This is a first. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Nice reversal by Punk into the neck breaker. Cover. 1, 2. El Grande with the breakup.
I agree with you, brother, but Muno doesn't see it that way.
What? No, that is not Chad. Do you not hear me? Do you not hear Marwan? Do you not hear Pat? That is not Chad Gable. Sylvie, same thing. We have no proof. Last time we saw Chad Gable in the same scene as El Grande Americano. We saw that. It has happened. Uh-oh. Styles looking to hit the Styles Clash on Punk.
Oh. So does Chad come out and interfere?
No need to. No need to. Watch out for El Grande.
Oh, delayed 3.
That was delayed.
Man, delayed, bro.
1, 2.
Because Jay Americano can save Chad.
And there he,
but Chad can't save Americano.
Go to sleep to El Grande. Oh, he hits it.
He connects.
He does not get the cover, though. He fell past him. He got it now. 1, 2.
Somebody grab the feet. Yep.
And it's Braun Breaker.
Right on cue. Right on cue. This is a triple. This is triple threat, so there's no rules.
They got it in the damn night.
Does El Grande win this?
That's what I'm saying. Do we see Roman Reigns tonight? Because you know Seth Rollins is going to come. Oh, they done hit.
Oh, they clipped him.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Chad is going to win this.
Somebody is going to fly. Somebody's
flying.
flying.
In this match.
Somebody's flying.
El Grande.
AJ.
There's the
he hits everybody.
You already saw the setup. We saw the setup.
Because both of his opponents are outside the ring.
This gives Chad enough time to put the El Grande enough time to put the metal plate on.
He's doing it right now. That's why he's in the background.
Here he goes, the headbutt.
Styles measuring his man.
Punk is going to pull him out.
That's it. Good
1,
night,
2,
Rebecca.
3. Oh shit!
Wow.
Oh.
Yo. So he fights twice in one night
twice.
also. Like Penta.
No, he's not. What are you talking about? El Grande does not have another match.
Chad.
Chad is not here. Look at El Grande.
Is it Money in the Bank?
Wow.
Gracias! I need a El Grande shirt too. Of course he's in the match because Penta's in the match. Makes sense. The only person that doesn't make any sense in this match is Andrade.
But then Chad sees Penta. Chad sees Penta earlier.
It cost them. Seth Rollins going to come out of nowhere.
There he is right there.
There he is.
He looking like Morpheus now.
He look like Blade. He look like Blade.
Nah, bro, he's Morpheus in this one. So now what they're gonna announce this?
What the hell?
Yeah, they're gonna announce this match as a 3-on-3 on Saturday.
Saturday.
And a spin. The insurance policy pays off.
I'm gonna be a 3-on-3 on Saturday.
For Money in the Bank.
Seth Rollins is qualified in the match already, though.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot.
Roman?
Next
Roman?
Saturday, next Monday.
Well, I've been calling for Roman to come out tonight, but I guess not. Oh shit, maybe not. Oh. Here comes another one. Where's Jay? There he is.
There you go. Oh, damn.
Back into the fight.
Uh-oh.
No Roman.
Uh-oh. Spear.
No Roman. Nobody.
And here's another stomp. Oh.
Damn.
Rollins has his black lemon pepper steppers on as well. He's
We're
been
going
in
to call
high
him the
heels.
Craft. The Craft.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And the words
Somebody
of Wade
save your
Barrett.
cousin.
Tsunami!
Good night.
He said do it again. Oh, man.
Do it again like how you did me.
He's got a tag team match on Saturday. Gunther.
Oh, yes, he does. I forgot he was in the match. Tsunami again.
He's in the match, him and Sammy.
No, not Sammy.
Who's going to be able to stop Seth Rollins?
No, that's Logan John. Oh, Cody.
Logan John.
No, it's Logan, as in Logan Paul and John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Jay forgot how commas work. Oh man, look at this. It's chaos in the ring.
It goes like this, not this.
Wow.
Now we know Roman might not even be showing up for probably Money in the Bank.
It wouldn't even make any sense now. Why would he? Right?
If one of those three could cause Seth not to win.
Mm-hmm.
It would probably be CM Punk, since he didn't qualify. Right. They cost him the qualifier. He'll take out. It makes sense. He'll do what he did to Drew McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I agree.
Oh boy.
I think I got my winner already.
All right, so we're gonna do Worlds Collide tomorrow. Worlds Collide tomorrow, because we don't need to make SmackDown longer than it should be. Don't need to be going off at midnight. Yeah, it's the NXT pay-per-view anyway.
Right. Good idea. All right, everybody. That, ladies and gentlemen, is our Raw on Netflix recap. So just like any other night and every other show, we asked the question to the fellas here at the table, as well as all of you out there in the chat: what is your match and or moment or moments of the night? We're going to start with Luan, and then Jay, and then I'll follow Jay, and then we're going to close with NXT's host Mundo. And the chat, we encourage you to give us your match and moment of the night as well.
Can I just put this one piece of news out there?
Oh, you have news? By all means.
It's sad.
Oh, so you're going to end on a sad note?
No, it's not like sad, like somebody dying sad, but like...
Of course, it's not dying. You would have told us already.
Yeah. If the Miz is going to be on his way out the door, he's leaving with a stat that you would not be proud of. The Miz has the most losses out of any WWE superstar in history, with 1,356 losses. I don't think that's fair to this man. I think he's a future Hall of Famer, and I think that just shows you how many times he put someone else over, so they can get their character developed. Because man, we've seen it, a lot of it in the latter part of his career more recently, how he, would get into needless situations with other superstars, especially new ones, just to put them over. LA Knight's one of them. LA Knight wouldn't be where he is right now in WWE if he didn't have that feud with The Miz. And shout out to my guy The Miz, the GOAT.
Definitely a Hall of Famer. He's a two-time Grand Slam champion, right?
Two-time.
Man, he's good.
Amazing how he has all these accolades and all of these losses, but I don't think he looks at it as a loss because, again, he pushes the opponents. So he's good. I mean, and I saw that same thing, and I was going to talk about it, but then this whole R-Truth thing, like, just totally knocked everything out of my computer. So
Spotlight's in the building saying ding, ding, ding.
Hey,
and that does not even make him not great though. There's a lot of things you can compare. For example, LeBron James has more final losses than championship wins. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's not great.
He's not Jordan though.
I mean, yeah, but again, that doesn't necessarily mean he's not great.
Yeah, he's second best.
Right.
No problem with that.
Right.
Say
Like
the same thing with the Miz.
Well, I wouldn't alter my thinking about the Miz because of LeBron. That's a totally different sport.
What I'm trying to
No,
say
I get what
is
he's saying.
that
But I
his
get what
loss
you're saying, though.
doesn't count
But
because he's a 2-time Grand Slam champion. He has some of the greatest promos that we ever seen him cut or do.
Hell yeah.
You know, the Daniel Bryan promo, he said about him being injured and all that. He has some great stuff, man. He has
Bro,
some
and the thing, Lawan, he blacked out when he cut. That was all real. That was not written. That just came off the head. He blacked out. He was really pissed at Daniel Bryan. He went off. And he got even more mad when Daniel Bryan got up and left. I don't know, Lawan, could you have done that without cursing?
No.
If you're legit mad.
No, and Miz does how to do that perfectly. He knows how to. Miz is so powerful. He's so powerful with his tongue that he knows to speak to people without cursing at them.
Yeah, that was amazing.
And a lot of people
I
don't
could
know how
do
to
that.
do
That's called good acting. It's called good improv.
But he was legitimately mad, though. He was really mad.
Can't do that, Shane.
I was legitimately mad also when I did it.
Most people can't do that, Shane.
I can't cuss somebody out without cussing somebody out. You feel me?
That's so hard.
Well, I won't look at it as cussing out. I would say more like a read. You can read without cursing. Yeah.
Okay.
I had a
You
thought
get
and
my
I
vote,
lost it.
Miz. Yeah.
I had a thought and I lost it. No, yeah, like I said again, when, all of those losses, again, the difference between his loss and LeBron's loss is LeBron's loss, and that's bad for him, but his loss he didn't lose to push the other team.
Right.
He lost because the other team was better.
Right.
As opposed to the Miz, he's pushing them forward, and that's just elevating him as his career as a whole. We can always go to the Miz and we can count on him to, cut on some promos and do stuff outside of WWE.
The other person that comes to mind when you think about that is The Undertaker. As many times that he's put over everybody's favorite wrestler because he was a student of the game and the business. That's why he had so much respect in the back. It's like, you're The Undertaker. You don't have to do this, but you're doing this for me. Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, John Cena. Almost like, especially everybody between 2002 and 2012. All those feuds that he didn't even need to do that. He was already established, but he did it anyway. Batista, Rey Mysterio, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, Edge. Like, the list is on and on. So that's why, like, in a sense, you're right, Shane. I don't look at it as a bad thing for the Miz, because you were doing what was best for business and the future of the business. You will be missed, Miz, for sure, bro.
That is perfect example of passion.
Word.
Oh, I'm sorry. Passion. There we go. Speaking of passion, I'm going to passionately ask you guys and ladies in the chat, what is your magic moment of the night? Lawan, Triple J, Mundo. No, Shane O'Mac and Mundo. In chat.
Hey, Haley's Thoughts is in the building. He says Miz legit got released. No, he did not get released. But apparently his contract is up at some point this year. And he recently got rid of everything to do with World Wrestling Entertainment on his Twitter. Because I personally checked it myself. And you know how normally they say WWE Superstar and all this other good stuff? He got rid of all that. And he unfollowed WWE at the same time. I don't know if that was something personal because of, R-Truth, that was his guy, or it's just imminent that he may not be returning if the time comes. Just want to clarify.
I mean, a lot of people are like really, really mad that this guy, he was let go like that, like legitimately mad, and they're letting it be known online and on Twitter, X,
Instagram, everywhere.
And quick fast, because we have a couple minutes, right? one of the messages that really got me was from JD McDonough.
Mm-hmm.
Jay said, and this was a two-parter, he said, Truth, you tried to get me kicked out of Judgment Day. You withheld my merch money. You made everyone laugh at me for months on end. But I'll miss your goofy ass around the clubhouse. They asked that. Catch you on down the road. Maybe we can split a tray of jelly rolls one day. Two hearts, one black and one purple. And then he continues to say, absolutely gut it. It's so hard getting close to people in the business. You never know when it's going to be the last car ride, the last hug. We love you, Don, Carly. We'll see you around, dog. Broken heart.
That's deep.
That was real deep. And I totally understand what he was saying, though.
That's like, and I couldn't imagine this, but that's like, okay, WWE cutting or releasing The Undertaker. Because at this point, R-Truth is that locker room leader. He is that veteran in the locker room. And because these are a lot of young people in the business now. So that's like, what the hell? Everybody's like, wait, hold up. We thought he was safe out of anybody. Like, he's willing to do whatever it takes for this company forever, like whatever.
Right. And the only way we'll see him leave is because he's saying, this is it for me. That's it.
Right.
But for it to happen all of a sudden like that, him?
Right out of the blue.
Yeah.
Like, as a matter of fact, before we came on the air, I was watching a video of Roman Reigns and the entire locker room wishing him a happy birthday. And like, that tells you a lot right there. When the entire locker room comes out to the ring. Yeah. Last thing before we do what we do, I just want to get to the chat real fast. I'm sorry, Shane.
Do your thing.
Brother BKO says, not yet. Hear these thoughts. It will be soon. Louis says Miz would be good. He's an entertainer. Spotlight said Telemundo. Not Telemundo.
Not Telemundo. Telemundo.
Brother BKO says they know exactly they want contract extensions. We miss you, Ron. The Truth Killings. Hear these thoughts says one of the few wrestlers whose release would affect the fans and the wrestlers like this. Very true. Very true. I mean, I've seen a lot of fan stuff, but I'm overwhelmed. And again, not just WWE superstars are commenting on this. It's from all different federations and companies and wrestling companies around, with people just shocked. And Brother BKL says, and plus we saw Carlito was released and I was thinking his contract is on the corner. Well, we don't know if he got released yet. We know that his contract is coming up. Whether
renewed,
like whether his no show tonight was a reason of that, or the fact that he just was like wrestling somewhere else over the weekend might just be a scheduling situation. And and Louis says WWE folked up, but we know what he meant. They did, but this is not WWE anymore, guys. This is TKO.
This is TKO.
WWE is no longer in charge of itself.
Nope.
They answer to people now.
Sure do.
And yeah, that's this new reality that we're in. And it's crazy, again, like I said, since we had that conversation when I asked the question, like, if Vince never sold the company to TKO and he left it to Stephanie and Triple H and Nick, would we be in the situation that we're in right now? Because right now it feels like TKO just stepped in and literally just put their foot down and like, we're running this shit.
Yeah.
Like it just feels really different all of a sudden now.
Yeah.
That grace period between when Vince left and Triple H took over creatively and Stephanie and all of them up until now, where it's termed as the Triple H era.
Different era.
It does not feel like that.
This is not Triple H era at all.
Not at all.
It's not.
It's so weird.
It's totally TKO era.
It's clearly like, my gosh, like because we're long-term wrestling fans, so we can feel it. It just feels different.
And that was an awesome period when Triple H took over. It was just a refresh.
Yes, it was refreshing as hell. Refreshing. I know, Jay, it was refreshing for you, no? Because I'm like anything's possible at this point because Triple H is like one of us. He's a fan.
Right.
Pretty much. You know, that really had us at a point where we were happy for once to actually be like, you know what, let's watch this match, and so forth. And just the amount of drama we was getting under Triple H. You know, you can see some of his storylines being flashed out there, or, you know, from someone that he fought, maybe their storyline will pop up through someone else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's what I paid attention with H when he was under, you know, having this all under him. And you're right, you know, because it definitely feels the full takeover took over maybe the past month and a half, 2 months. So it's not an effect that I'm feeling. I think it all started when they pulled out of New Orleans with WrestleMania, because that's something that we've never seen before. We've never seen WWE advertise of WrestleMania and then be like, you know what, we're not going to do it anymore here. And like we're like, what the fuck? What was that?
They actually made merch.
Weird. They made merch.
You're just like, wait a minute.
Merch.
And then
I've seen people post the shirts too.
Yes,
right. And then you parade Triple H out there to please us here, to say, yeah, you know, you saw what we said. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give the Money in the Bank. And it's like, what are we watching? Like, I really felt like they were insulting my intelligence.
He did not want to do that. You could see in his face. He didn't want to do that.
No, why would you? Because that's embarrassing as hell. That's like us saying, yeah, you know what? Three Bells Podcast is gonna be live this Sunday in Miami, Florida, and then be like on Thursday, yeah, we're not gonna do that.
right.
We ain't gonna be there.
We ain't gonna do that. We're gonna go someplace else. Oh yeah, let's go to the Bronx. Yeah, we're going to Grand Concourse. Go live.
Yeah, we gonna get better. You know, it's gonna be better out there. They're gonna be more live. So we're gonna just go there.
Meanwhile, we're charged Vegas prices. Yeah.
That also goes back to what y'all was saying, that it might be something really going on in the back. Something is really going on in the back room, man. Because it looks like there's no communication at all with the higher ups.
You're right. You know what, LaJuan? I'll take it back. This started when I don't want to blame The Rock, but when he said what he said on Pat McAfee, when he said that Ari called him and said that they were having problems selling tickets to Elimination Chamber, that's when the problem started. Because you're telling us like, okay, you're giving us too much information. We didn't need to know that. But now you're telling us that TKO literally stepped in and said, all right, we need this to happen because we're not satisfied with what we're seeing. And then from there on, it's like, you know what? We might as well just keep making these decisions and keep making these calls, because now all of a sudden you don't trust Nick Khan or Triple H and what they're doing. But they've been in the wrestling business for as long as I can remember, whereas you're new to this. So you don't understand where storytelling might come in and things might get into lulls. It's peaks and valleys in this situation. But for them, it's all about money.
It's not
so
fair.
That's when, to me, that's where I think it started, as far as like to be visible to us. Besides, you know, the whole commercializing of everything. But that's where I think it might have started.
We're saying it right there because we can go on and on because
right. And Thoughts is just he's typing in. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hit the chat.
Yeah. Okay. Thoughts said
go as far as we definitely wouldn't be able.
Yeah, he said we definitely wouldn't be in this situation. It feels so corporatized. It really does. Like you can feel it.
We've said that plenty of times here.
It feels so crazy.
Yeah, we can feel it. We can feel it. Louis agrees. Facts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, damn, I didn't even know that about Nola. That's wild. Oh, he didn't even know that they pulled out of WrestleMania for no. Yeah, bro, they pulled WrestleMania for next year out. It was like, now we're not doing it no more. And then they gave him Money in the Bank instead. And now Money in the Bank is after SummerSlams because of that situation, which is crazy. Thoughts also says when they invited The Rock to Elimination Chamber, The Rock probably wasn't even the plan for John to turn heel in the first place.
It would have been
They
better
probably
at
had to
Mania.
force it. Yeah. Louis says they having trouble because they charging an arm and leg for tickets, just like in UFC, they having the same issues.
Really?
No, and it's no problem. It's no problem thoughts. These are just, we're giving our final thoughts, basically. But I didn't know that about UFC, but it makes sense. It's the same damn company that owns them.
Right. Do it to them, do it to you. Yeah, like I do it to your brother, I could do it to your sister. So
but you know what I noticed tonight, Shane, Lawan, Jay, and I kept looking at it. On the hard cam side, the main camera, I kept seeing that there were empty seats in those in that camera shot. And I'm like, it didn't change throughout the night. It's not like somebody came in late. It was just empty. And I believe that's part of the reason because of the fact that they are getting way out of control with the pricing of these tickets.
Well, we all made the face when we found out that the Money in the Bank front row seat tickets were starting at $6,000, basically. Like, the fuck? Who has that much money to pay for that shit?
Not the average family.
No.
It's not $6,000, y'all. It's $7,000.
Oh, what? It went up.
It went up.
Oh my god!
According to SeatGeek.
Wow.
After fees.
Well, there's supposed to be a rule that they're supposed to show the total everything. It's not supposed to be anything hidden.
Oh no, that's a lie. Because when I brought my Cowboy Carter tickets, it was one price. And then once you got to the main finish page, they use sort of fees and everything that came in after that.
So they still doing it?
Yeah, a completely different price after that. He was like, what the fuck is this?
No.
And before this, look at the J seats.
Not even the J seats were like what, about $100 to $300, man. But I mean, that was worth it. But I mean, WWE, they are wilding. How can you call yourself a family show when you're trying to price out the family? I digress.
Go broke, especially
sorry,
at this
y'all.
time where a lot of these jobs are not paying people their right salary right now. People are struggling. People are homeless. Like, who has the money to continue to buy this stuff or go see these shows like that?
Right. And thoughts is saying taxes and fees at like half the price of the ticket on top of the ticket. Yes, exactly. So if the ticket is $300, then they add another $150 on top of that for fees and service charges and all this other shit. You're like, who's doing what?
And that doesn't include parking. That doesn't include eating over there. That doesn't include a hotel if you coming from a whole different state.
I'm talking about once you click on, you're supposed to already know. Like, those are already supposed to be implied. That's what this law is supposed to do.
Is that a law for all 50 states, or is that pertaining to one specific state?
Well, being that it was federal, I'm guessing it's for all 50. It's not just a state thing. Like, this is...
That was based off that when it happened in the Taylor Swift concert.
Right, but but was that was for Ticketmaster? But clearly they're not following that because, again, like I said,
SeatGeek I think does it.
I'll see one price, and then once the fees and taxes come in, it's a completely different price.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
hell out of y'all.
It's a very interesting and engaging conversation. And yeah, again, hear these thoughts, that's just how the show goes. It's like sometime we're about to leave, but then we go, oh, something else happened. And now we're on this whole, this whole conversation. And we're not rushing. It was just the flow of the show. But we appreciate you and everybody's, comments and questions and thoughts. We always open that to the chat, and as well as the fellas here at the table, which is why we have such awesome chemistry. It's like,
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great job, everybody.
Good job, everybody. Good job.
Listen, I mean, we could have just had a closing where we just laughed straight. We've done that as well.
That was our impression of Triple J. Hey, no comments.
Right. No comments.
All right, so now can I ask the question, everybody?
As you were. I apologize. I'm sorry for doing that.
No, I'm not saying that for you to apologize. I'm saying that, i.e., are there any other conversations or are there any things that we want to talk about? Because it was it was a heavy weekend.
Right.
A lot of things happened, and this is not some light news here. Like, this is real heavy because these two individuals has been in our lives for quite some time now, especially R-Truth, and they have done so much. They didn't just sit in the back and catering. Like, this dude, like, you had Vince McMahon. Vince loved you. One of the main guys that he absolutely loved. You made Brock Lesnar laugh. You made Roman laugh. Like, you was just that it person that not everyone could be. So, of course, when you hear something like this, and for it to hit not only the superstars hard, but the entire universe and even people from other circuits, that's heavy. And again, hear these thoughts. Can you imagine what all of the superstars are thinking right now? How they are so, like, nervous, thinking, is it going to be me next if you're getting rid of somebody like R-Truth so easily? Or rather letting R-Truth be released so easily? What about me?
No one's safe. That right there shows you that no one is safe.
And it goes back to what the coach said. Now that there's no live events where all those catering people used to actually, perform at,
mm-hmm.
and it's only about who is on TV weekly.
Who's on TV? Who's selling merch?
Right. If you're not bringing nothing in, you got to go. And if you're eating too many of the oatmeal pies and cosmic brownies,
no wonder we ain't see Otis in 2 weeks.
He's about to be clipped too, bro. He's about to be clipped.
They're gonna clip him before they get to Zawa. It's crazy.
Alpha Academy is about to be no more.
It said the shirt said Alpha Babes tonight.
But he played himself, and I said it because he shared that email that Mundo read to us. That was your biggest mistake right there. Who the hell told you to share personal business, like that for the crowd, for us? That wasn't our business to know.
TKO probably said,
Right.
You're punished.
Brian, this is Raw. NXT talk is tomorrow, bro. We can do that.
Shane,
yes.
Bring that up tomorrow.
Yes.
I just found on Ticketmaster 2 seats for the floor at Money in the Bank. Hear this now. Prices went up. This price went up here. Section B, row 1. $9,607.20. Totaling $19,214.40 for 2 people.
Oh shit!
Yo, that's crazy.
For Money in the Bank, though, like,
yes,
that's not a premier PLE. Are you kidding me?
Jeez,
Money in the Bank.
That's amazing.
You know what? I'm sorry, y'all. We are experiencing the final days of WWE. TKO is going to burn WWE to the ground.
Didn't I say this earlier?
You did.
I read this earlier.
You did. And it's like when you say these things, Mundo, for some reason, it's like the psyches of TKO hears you and oblige or goes, oh, really? Hold my drink. And the next thing you know, can we just close this?
They're going to become what people were making fun of AEW about, where it's going to be.
Yes.
Well, matter of fact, Shane, we experienced this before, where it's half empty arenas. We've seen it before. When you price it, it's not going to be celebrities paying for these tickets every time. Like, that is outrageous to me, bro. Like, outrageous.
We went to a show that was so empty. We had tickets for like an upper section. They told us to come down. They told everybody in the 200 section to come down to 100. They closed the entire 200.
Jay, imagine.
What rest of the show was this?
This was Raw.
Monday Night Raw. Bro, they had half the building covered in black sheets. So you can, and they put everybody on the hard camera side so that it can seem like it's a crowded arena.
Yep.
But it was nobody there.
There was nobody on that opposite side.
Matter of fact, Shane, that's when we got the floor seats, right?
Yeah. That was that time. We was there. Remember your homegirl?
Yeah,
they had
we ran
that whole
into my
table.
sis.
They had a whole table set up that told everybody in the 200s to go down to see these people. And they had a whole stack of 100 seats. So you would trade in your 200 seat and get a 100 seat.
And matter of fact, I gave my boy our old tickets or something like that, and he ended up in like, the seats not far from us because we was in section 10. Now I remember.
Yeah, he was a couple of rows behind us.
Bro, this is
that happened. That happened to me once, and that was at a SmackDown Christmas episode.
Ain't never happened to me. You got lucky.
The thing is, Jay, just a few nights prior to that, if I'm not mistaken, we were at Survivor Series. It was a full arena.
The whole arena was sold out.
But that's because everybody except for me thought The Rock was coming. Because of that movie, what is it, Red or something like that?
I don't know.
Vince kept teasing this egg thing, and he had Theory and all that. They made it.
That was retarded.
Yeah, but they got people to come to the arena for Survivor Series.
They always bait us. Always bait us.
The place
Vince knew what he was doing. It was packed. Then to turn around and go to Monday Night Raw, and nobody was there. I was like, wow,
that was crazy.
Because all me and Shane kept saying was, imagine how it feels to be one of these wrestlers coming down to the ring and facing the camera, and there's nobody on that side. Nobody on that side except for the workers.
Didn't you notice that when we went to NXT and when Stephanie Vaquer put the title up, she faced the side where there was nobody?
Well, no, that's purposely done because that's like the production.
That was the layout.
But in Barclays, that was not supposed to happen. It's supposed to be people on both sides. That side had nobody. It was just the cameras and the production people over there. All of us was on the other side. It was so crazy, bro.
So they giving their promos. They're talking to like
looking at
nobody.
WWE Raw at the Performance Center, basically.
Yo, it was so bad, man. And me and Shane was just like, this is
and there was a whole time that happened. It was there was a whole moment that happened.
It was a regular thing because Vince was running the shit into the ground at that point.
Right. And then
Triple
H took over
every week.
And it exploded. It exploded.
And
again.
Save WWE.
Brian said sometimes they will go to group homes and stuff and hand out tickets for free when the sales are low.
You will have to.
Hey, you want to go to Raw tonight? What's Raw? Just go.
I will say this though: if AEW is watching, which they should be watching, they should totally learn from this and
I hope
possibly
they are learning
build from this. Like this is the perfect opportunity for them to build right now. Seeing what's going on, seeing all of this negative press that WWE is getting right now, especially right now.
That's why Ricochet was talking his shit. He was talking his shit. Oh my God,
he was talking major shit. AEW, get on it. I'm telling you, AEW, TNA, hell, I even say soft ground. Soft ground in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like, see what's going on here in WWE and learn from it and get something out of it while you can. Right. That's all I'm saying.
Again, I still don't see what the benefits of them being purchased by TKO has been. Again, like I said, they secured that Netflix contract prior to TKO. So I don't really know what TKO is bringing to the company. Like I said before, all I seen them do is scale everything back.
Raise their ticket prices.
Right, but I'm done.
2 corporations, 2 corporate hands.
No communication.
Wow.
Whatsoever.
TKO, Netflix, WWE.
Everybody's trying to call the shots.
Speaking of call, Lawan.
Lawan. For the third time.
True J, Shane
So,
O'Mac.
you got to tell us the matches that we had as well, Shane O'Mac.
Absolutely. We had a total of 5 again. First, we had our women's quality match with Stephanie Vacure, Ivy Nile, and Liv Morgan. Vacure, of course, being that this was her debut, by the way. Debut as an official That's Mundo. As a Raw superstar. She wins as a Raw superstar. Match number 2 is Judgment Day versus War Raiders. Judgment Day gets the win. 3, we have Bronson Reed tag teaming with Braun Breaker versus Jey Uso and best friend Sami Zayn. There were no wins. Disqualification. We had Kairi Sane versus Raquel Rodriguez, and Kairi once again wins. Because remember, she beat Liv Morgan last week, which is how we got this match here.
All right, so
it didn't see him Punk and AJ Styles, and
so my match of the night is gonna go to the first match with the ladies with Liv Morgan, Ivy Now, and Stephanie Vacure. Welcome, Stephanie Vacure, to Monday Night Raw on Netflix. I told Shane, I told you so, bro. I told you.
You did.
I told you. I told you it was going to happen. Why she lost the title.
As much as I wanted to say, you didn't tell me shit. But, you told me.
I told you, bro. I knew it was going to happen. But it's well deserved.
It is.
She doesn't need to be on NXT no more. She's not going to make the division much better by staying there. She just needs to get called up. And moment of the night was that ass kicking by Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Seth Rollins to Sami Zayn, CM Punk, and Jey Uso. My man Bronson Reed gave Jey Uso them tsunamis, not once, but twice. I wonder how Jey Uso's stomach is feeling. No yeet. That's my match moment of the night, y'all.
Well, my match of the night, I'm going to have to agree with L and say that first match with Vacure, Liv, and Ivy Now, that definitely was the match that delivered tonight. It seemed like everything after that was kind of bland to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, even my moment of the night, it just felt different not having anything comedic to laugh about during the show. That I would say my moment of the night is just our talk right now about the ticket prices and everything that's been going on within WWE. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's my match and moment of the night.
Of the night. I love that. I love it. I try not to do it. I don't want to copy of him, but I love that, man.
Right.
That's got some awesome quotes, man. Like, y'all need to do like Three Bells podcast and put like some of y'all quotes on y'all shirts, man. Like, real for real.
Why you talking like you're not with us? You're like, y'all sure.
Like you on a different show. Y'all need
like you don't make quotes yourself.
Okay.
Like all of us got our own quotes and stuff.
Yeah, of the night.
You start first.
I love that. I really love that.
He does the hand thing.
And it's crazy because my voice is deeper than his, but I can't do that.
Because then you wind up laughing because you're making fun of him.
But see, the way I got that, it was just for the fact, like
the backstory.
Yeah,
there's a Pepsi.
I'll save the backstory for another time.
Yeah. Oh, the night, Shane O'Mac.
Go ahead, Shane. Shane want to go to sleep. I know.
You want me to tell you how I wrote this?
I'm so sleepy.
I'm hungry as hell.
Me too. My match of the night. I want to say Bronson Reed and, Bronson Breaker and Jay and Sammy, but I'm actually going to agree with Lawan with the ladies, especially Vacure, being that this was her debut as an official Raw superstar. She did an awesome job and she managed to win, and she's part of her first PLE, Money in the Bank. Look, am I saying it right? I'm doing something wrong again, ain't I?
No.
Not at all. Nope.
I'm thinking of something right now.
And I'm looking at Louis.
In my head.
Louis got me weak.
It's the night. So I'm thinking.
Not the backstory.
Louis is hilarious.
Damn, Lou. Come on, Lou. I've known you a long time. Come on, God. My God.
Okay, because Lou knows.
Damn, Lou.
He's like, oh,
Lou probably said the same thing.
He's like, well, so, back in the day, oh, man.
Oh, you're telling your age, Jay, when you do that. You be like, yeah, I remember.
He's laughing in the comments, bro.
It was 1945.
Oh my God.
Anyway, my moment of the night, besides the that ending, just us talking tonight. It's what WWE is and is not doing, having us with this deep conversation. This was my moment of the night, to just have this conversation. Yeah. I have a feeling that this won't be the last time that we talk this candid and have LaJuan doing the Big Mama dance. What are you doing over there?
Damn,
Jay. You see, Jay, and then when you talk about something, that is my match and my moments of the night, everybody. Before we wind up having like a 24-hour marathon thing going on here.
So clearly I wasn't the only one who likes that. LaJuan, he's dancing to no music at all.
No, because he's making beats. He's like, oh, the night.
You gotta make the beats, so I'm picturing it.
Oh, the night.
You were in the club.
Oh, the
night, right? No, my match of the night, I'll give it to Liv and who is it? Stephanie and Ivy. Ivy, you better watch your back, girl. You might be like Shayna Baszler in a second. You better make yourself worth being out there. I'm scared for girls like her. And moment of the night, I agree. That last conversation that we had with us and Thoughts and Louie and BKL, it just tells you how us as fans of the product, how do we feel? And I don't find it odd that this conversation's happening in other wrestling podcasts and other people who do their solo situations. It's just like, it's alarming. But the submissiveness of Triple H in recent months of people who are on the internet is also alarming to me as well. That's why I kept making fun of it at one point not too long ago, especially with the whole pivot thing. It's very alarming, and it's the fact that they're blinded all of a sudden. Like, you used to tell us that you listen to the fans, but you're not, and you're catering to the casual fan now. I never thought that we would get to the day where WWE would be like every other sport and cater to the casual fan and just be blinded and deaf. And maybe they need more nights like tonight where that main camera view, it's a lot of empty seats, so we can be more of a eyesore and like, okay, what's happening here? So yeah, that's my match and moment of the night. Thank you all so much, everybody, for that conversation. I appreciate it.
Good call. All right, everybody. If there's nothing else, I'm going to press that big button that says J.
Sportainment.
Hit the button.
Sportainment.
Damn it.
Sportainment.
Oh, his match
of the night.
Oh, I'm sorry. We have match and moments of the night in the chat.
Yeah.
By all means.
Sportainment said his match of the night. Triple threat match for the ladies' Money in the Bank. Big shout out for Stephanie Vacure. It was very exciting to see Stephanie inside the ring and bring the heat to the main roster. It was perfect. Moment of the night between Tsunami after Tsunami by Bronson Reed. It literally broke my bones right to CM Punk. We know exactly what would happen in Money in the Bank. but we'll find out. And Louis said, "Word, the conversation was better than Raw. Real talk." Appreciate that, Louis.
Thanks,
and again,
Lou. Thank you.
Definitely happy to have you back here, bro. We missed you. And Brother BKL said, "Of course, that backstory, it literally making me goddamn laugh. Seriously, Shane." And then he said, "That's a good point." Thank y'all so much, man. I really love the chat. I love y'all so much, man. Y'all make this show go even more.
Shout out to the chat. That's for y'all. Good job.
Now hit the button.
Okay, Friday nights. What's going on here?
Okay. You put mad bass in that voice. First of all, we still got Tuesdays, so
It's about to be Tuesday in 47 minutes.
Oh, well, then I should hurry up then. Push the button.
And that's the bell, folks. You've been listening to the Three Bells Podcast with your hosts, Triple J, Mundo, and Shane O'Mac. Bringing the thunder from the ring straight to your speakers. Remember, the conversation doesn't end here. Keep the conversation going in the comments. And follow us on our socials to get the latest scoop on WWE events and behind-the-scenes action. Until next time, stay loud, stay proud, and above all, stay tuned for more hot takes, news, in the world of wrestling. Expect the unexpected. See you on the next show, the Three Bells Podcast.
2, 1, hit it.
Hey. Hey.
Triple J's of the night. Of the night.
That's that big boy dance.
Yo. You shut the hell up, Shane. Goddamn it.
And then when you fall,
fucking goddamn Family Guy.
I swear, you watch the playback when we come back from commercial. Because during commercial, we hear boom, boom, boom. And then we come back from commercial, Lawan is like this.
Yeah, yo, I'm like Shane. Somebody just fell. I said Shane. Somebody just fell.
I was sitting down.
He was like, whoever's not on the screen, that's who fell.
That's who fell.
And
Jay was
like,
blank.
no, it wasn't me. I didn't fall.
I didn't fall, guys. My microphone is close to my couch.
So you just plopped yourself down.
When I sat down, you can hear me moving the mic. I'm sitting down at the same damn time.
Oh my God.
I swear. I was sitting down at the mic.
If only the chat could hear what we heard in our ears.
Oh, they didn't hear it. Good then.
No, they didn't
because
hear
we were
it.
still on commercial.
Right, good. Right. Because I didn't fall.
And then we came back from commercial. It looked weird from looking from out in.
Yeah.
So that's why I explained what was going on. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. And thanks to everybody in the chat, especially so much for making this an awesome show tonight and every night here at the Three Bells Podcast table. I'd like to thank Lawan for the new song. I have a feeling that Triple J has a new opening song on Friday.
Spotlight said Lawan was fighting the couch. Oh shit!
Thank you, Mundo, for the awesome, engaging conversation pieces. And Triple J, I don't know, maybe next week we'll have stories with Jay or something like that.
Okay. Of the night.
Maybe, of the night. Of the night.
Here we go.
Of the night. It's your homie Shane O'Mac coming to you live from the East North section of the I can't even talk.
On the boardwalk. James on the boardwalk.
Oh, you see what no, because I heard the music. That's that boardwalk music. Everybody, thank you again so much. We see you tomorrow for our NXT at 8 o'clock.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. And don't forget to laugh hard, love harder. Good fight, good night. Lawan, Triple J, Mundo, take us home. Yeah, you guys still gotta.
I skipped my bad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. Triple J.
Yo, listen, guys, it was fun. Monday night was awesome, especially just having that talk and just being able to laugh with you guys and laugh with the chat. Yes. Tune in tomorrow, NXT, with my tag team partner, Mundo. I'm out of here, guys. It was nice hanging out with y'all and chatting with y'all. One love. Peace.
Your winner, and still your Tri-State Mania champion,
Triple J of the night. Of the night. Feels like we at what you call it, Night at the Roxbury. It's your boy, Main Event Triple J, now signing off here on YouTube. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Much love to everybody. Yeah, guys. L, thank you for that new hit single. Shane, Mundo, love y'all. Good night, everybody. Period.
Say his name and he appears.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? You know what time it is.
Past Shane's bedtime.
Okay, so he started off story time already, telling Shane's business.
Drop it.
Great.
Thank y'all so very much, everybody. Three Bells Podcast, chat, everybody. We're all a family here. Thank y'all so much. This was a fun night, especially the ending of the night. Hilarious, man. Y'all are funny. Thank you, Lou. Thank you, Spotlight. Thank you, BKL. Brian. Thank you so much, Haley's Thoughts. Everybody. Sylvie. Universal. Everybody. Thank y'all. Happy birthday again, Chris. 37 years young, man. Thank you all so much. Have a good night. Don't forget to check the colors up there so you can get some some content from us up there. I promise I'm gonna start back with TikTok tomorrow. Beyonce took over on TikTok and got us a lot more views, by the way, and likes. But anyway, we have a TNA World Heavyweight Championship match tomorrow. We have what is it? Trick Williams versus Mike Santana.
Mm-hmm.
Just a name. So yeah, let's get it. Let's go. Worlds collide this Saturday, 3 p.m. NXT, AAA, WWE. What you gonna do, brother? I'm out of here. See y'all tomorrow, 8 o'clock, YouTube.
Yee.
Jay, I thought you forgot your line for a second.
No. I was waiting to a certain point of the song.
Oh, okay. And as always, come on, I'm not gonna say it.
I missed some.
I'm not gonna say it the wrong way. Oh, you like the ad-libs?
Yeah.
No
I
yeet.
make speaks, bro. I'll be listening.
He likes TK. No
Did I sing you the actual song?
No.
I be listening to it. Hey.
Yeah, like brother says, beep, 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 beep. That's all, folks. Good night, y'all.
Good night, everybody. 8 o'clock.
Hey.
Oh, the
big draws.
Bye.
Get in my belly. Good night.